Alright guys and gals, so Deadzone Rogue game just came out into early access. We have a dare drop campaign for this game, so if we're lucky we might be able to unlock some extra keys to give away to viewers. This excites me greatly. Should I do the standard gameplay experience? I feel like I'm a normal fella through and through. You can see in the bottom that you get some more things, more tech, more components. Yeah, enemies have less health, deal less damage, and move slower. And this you get like much juicier rewards, but of course it's a lot spicier. I don't know if there's meta progression. I don't really know what to expect with this game. All I know is that it looks badass. The trailer looks sick, and we got a review key for this through Dare Drop, and it's all very exciting. The demo for this game, I did not play the demo for this game, but I know that the demo also looked pretty sick, based on like the little tidbits that I saw. I'm gonna raise the sensitivity up just a little bit. Feel free to let me know if like the visuals are weird, like if we start dropping frames, you know, basically anything along those lines. I'm happy to adjust things accordingly. You know, we can always lower the settings if need be. Probably just go for them both. Just general sensitivity. Aim down the sights. That feels pretty good. It feels pretty good. Flashlight. And what was it? It was yeah, there's the quick melee. It's a little stabby button. I'm gonna assume that this is all good, that everything's working great in this facility. We just like woke up randomly on the floor. I'll just assume that everything's fine and that we got nothing to worry about, and everything's functioning as it should be. And then if I stab my computer enough times, things will work even better. There you go. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, so that's this. I mean, we're outside of Earth, so we're not like in a galaxy far, far away.
Where am I?
Ooh.
Can't remember anything.
Go ahead and lower things. Maybe just a smidge bit more. Let's lower gameplay. Let's lower, yeah, volume. Yeah, voice a little bit. Lower everything just a little bit. Just a little bit. Yeah, it's someone else. Yeah, it's right, Farsight, yeah.
It's a plant.
It's a plant. I got an achievement. Made a friend. Dabble in botany. Yep, that's a cow, all right. Now, of course, the answer is to stab everything first before we start, you know, reading things and interacting with things. Yeah. Yeah, it's like a fire hose. There you go. There you go. You like the higher sensitivity X than Y. Usually I keep them the same. Although, honestly, if you're using like a, if you're setting a fairly low sensitivity and you like to do wide swings with the mouse, because that's kind of what the pros do. That allows them to like have more like fine-tuned movements. They do like the wider swings, but they can get like more fine levels of granularity with their movements. So the fact that you have, you know, usually a wide desk, so you're doing left and right a lot more, whereas up and down is not quite as much. So honestly, Dude or Dead, what you described probably is what the pros do. That's probably more common for the folks that really know what they're doing. Zone 1, by the way. Whomst am I? Adventure, normal, hard mode. There's expert. There's nightmare mode. Oh, shnikes. Alright, difficulty bonus. Very good, very good. We'll do normal. Oh, I guess I have to say this one. Yes. Like mission. Cool. And it does say normal mode. Very good. Upgrade console. So probably here we go. Here's the meta progression kinds of stuff. The amnesia trope. Yeah, it's a little tired. I mean, the reality is that probably not a lot of people are going to play a game like this for engaging storylines. Going to be playing it for it's a dash. It's a dash. So it's not a sprint. It's a dash and then a sprint afterwards. Actually, no. It's just a dash. Okay, that's good to know. Yeah, a game like this doesn't usually bring out the narrative kinds of folks. Usually, it's like I just want break things and blow up things and big shinies.
Earth. Damn.
Fair enough. I don't know how hard this game is going to be out of the starting gate. I feel like normal difficulty should be fairly chill. It's very pretty. It looks nice. Is this on the Bezos shuttle? Katy Perry's going to be our co-pilot for this mission. She brought her little Daisy with her. An achievement for starting your first mission. It's one of those games. You get the amnesia trope and the achievement every 3 seconds. Also, fairly girthy loading zones, perhaps. Duder Dad says, well, thank you for acknowledging that I'm a pro gamer, Alex. I'm glad someone around here appreciates it. I got you, Duder Dad. If no one else got you, Duder Dad, I got you. Nothing else? I got you, boo. What if there's stealth kills? Can I, like, be stealthy? Can I be a stealthy boy? Stealth mode activated, yes. I'm gonna go in for the kill. Okay, never mind. Never mind. I thought I'd, like, do a cool thing. Of course, we play that zombie game Into the Dead. And with that one, we're very much encouraged to go for the stealth kills at all times. These are pretty spongy. Although I think that melee hit really did a pretty good number on him. Gravity boots. Hold on. I wanna get my boots. I wanna be pretty. Snag those things. There's lots of loots to be found. Hey, do you want to come over here so I can blow that thing up? That'd be really cool, bro. Yeah. A little closer. Wanna be nice? A little closer. Come on. Keep moving. You can do it, baby. An achievement for killing a bad guy with blowing shit up. It's called First Kill Boner. No, it didn't say that, but what if it did? More guys over there. Can I hit him with the old switcherino? Of course, headshots are the way to do it, obviously. Stealth allows you to scan the map. That's kind of cool. So I could have stayed in stealth before, like, going right into kill shit mode. By the way, there's the inventory. Now, let's see. So how do I have... So I have primary weapon slot is empty. Oh, I guess, like, pistols. Pistols are specifically for secondary. I see. So more damage, better fire rate, lower size, a little bit quicker reload. Yeah, the sound just seems like a better choice. And it's got the cool little sight. That's pretty cool. Do you have an option to get a rando to play? That is, maybe at some point. I figure we'll start off solo for a bit just to kind of get my sea legs. I might stream this a second time this week. Pick it up. Oh, I throw it. Yeah. It looks like when you shoot it, when it explodes, rather, instead of doing fire, it does electricity. We could potentially use that for our advantage. So yeah, so probably tonight we'll just stick with single player, but I could definitely see myself doing some multiplayer stuff at some point in the future. What I usually do ask in cases like this, in games like this, is that if I do get randos in to join in with me, but I don't get too hard carried. And I don't get, like, too hard carried because, you know, I recognize those folks that have probably already played this a decent bit, especially with the demo. And, you know, part of the fun, of course, is kind of learning the ropes and taking things at one's own pace in a fairly organic manner. There we go. Cargo hold is clear. Usually I try to like go somewhere in the middle between, like, getting completely hardcore carried, but also not, yeah, and not folks that are, like, completely new, you know, somewhere in the middle, so it's like at about around the same pace as I am. That's the ideal goal. No things to loot other than just killing the bad guys. So killing bad guys for now appears to be how you, like, get stuff. I was thinking maybe there'd be secrets, and maybe there will be eventually. Well, the answer is just to stab everything you see, obviously. Stab everything you see. Easy peasy. Oh, that looks happy. Severed arms. Things on fire. I've got a good feeling about this ship. Yep. That I guess that we are on, presumably. No weapon. Oh, that's kind of fun. Oh, we got a badass minigun, assault rifle, and an SMG. I mean, that one, of course, is going to be hilarious. I'm sure it just eats through ammo like it's no one's business. This has cool-ass chain lightning, though. Okay, that does sound kind of sick. Anything else? Anything else before we boogie-oogie? I think we're pretty set. This probably is the kind of game where you don't probably have to explore too much. stealth mode. So we'll try to be stealthy for a bit. We can kind of check stuff out. So there's melee fellas. I don't know if I have to crouch to be in stealth. I guess the idea is, can I just walk in front of them while I'm in stealth mode? Apparently I can. Not sure if there's a timer. If it'll just end on its own. I wonder if I could pick this up and throw it in one of the guys. So I wonder if I like bump into him, if they'll be like, what the fuck? They're just running around, they're just sprinting around. That's delightful. What's up, Anthony? Not a big FPS guy. That's totally fine. That's totally fine. I know this kind of thing isn't for everybody. This is not only an FPS, but it's a roguelike FPS, like looter shooter FPS, which is, you know, might be a little bit shallow compared to how other games sometimes go. You know, not much narrative, obviously, not much emotional depth to a game like this, which is fine. I still enjoy this kind of thing, but yeah, I recognize, though, it might be a snooze fest for some folks. These guys are just sprinting over the place with their weapons fully brandished. They're not just like chill walking from spot to spot. They are ready to throw down at a moment's notice. Grab this. Okay, so you can like can you like fuck with people? Or not people. I mean, robots are people too, right? Hey, bonk. Okay, so they don't seem to notice this floating obstacle right in front of their faces. Thinking maybe that was gonna like startle him. You really can't just kind of like get all up in their shit. Trying to push him around. Oh, that was supposed to get your ass. Where's my emotional support? Here we go. Give me my emotional support yellow barrel, please. With the little beep 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 noises. Ouch. Ouch. Nobody puts baby in a corner except baby. Take that. Stab you. Go and lower the volume a little bit. Shockingly enough, the gameplay's still a little bit loud. I'm not sure how the ammo economy is going to work in this game, if I'm going to like run out of juice all the damn time. And then bottom right hand corner, you can definitely see I have a maximum amount. Oh no, I don't. That's the clip size, and well, never mind. In that case, maybe ammo isn't a thing to manage. I guess it's more realistic. Well, it's less realistic that way, but I guess it's more like arcadey. Fella. Where's the fella? That did it. Yeah, so if I see like the pistol, shoot a bunch of times. Yeah, I don't see anything that says like, yeah, you have limited ammo. Check the equipment tab. Yeah, pretty chill. So yeah, maybe you just kind of hand wave like, don't worry about ammo. Don't worry about ammo management, which that's kind of freeing. Item orb. The orbs. Yeah, the beams of light, exactly. Little fellas are are a little bit dumb. They're just a little special. Enemies at full health take more damage. That'd be good if I like had a shotgun. Something that did a lot of damage in a single bullet. Spread is reduced by 40 when hip firing. Movement while aiming is improved. That sounds kind of nice. That one. The hitbox sounds, yeah. The hit detection or hit confirmation. We got little spodlers. I'm sure we'll. Oh, do they have skulls for eyes or skulls for heads? Oh my god, that's so fucking dope. I wonder if we're gonna get fellas that can see through your stealth. We have a map in the top left, by the way. Yeah, doesn't really fit the theme. Yeah, I'm kind of with you. It's maybe a little bit out of place, but I do like it as well. You can air dash. That's kind of nice. Might be all spodlers, and they might be all melee. They might not have like ranged attacks. They seem pretty quick. The melee guys were just a little bit more fast than we were. So like we were definitely being outpaced by the melee fellers. Kind of makes sense. We'll eventually get a double jump. No not obstacles. No environmental hazards we can utilize, so far as I can tell. gonna turn down what I think is ambience. Well, feel free to let me know if the audio balance still needs work. I'm trying to keep my eyes on it as much as I can, but yeah, don't hesitate to let me know if things are still a little bit scrungy. The game, I think it looks very good. I think the game looks really good. Now I dash backwards. Whoa, shit. Sort of. It's when you dash backwards, you like jump upwards. I don't know if I like that. I think I've got not a ton of health left. 19 health and no armor. Well, I've already lost the thing that says complete a mission without breaking your shield. We had 1 health drop at the start, and we haven't gotten anything since. There's something over there, by the way. That's exciting. Reminds me of Destiny a little bit. Of course, this game very clearly is a looter shooter kind of experience, and Destiny is the ultimate looter shooter. So yeah, I think that's probably an inspiration for this game. So if you hip fire, you do good. You do really good. So in this case, you don't want to do aim down sights. Increase your magazine size. For every missing bullet, gain 2%. Oh, okay. For everyone, as the magazine gets closer to empty. And then when aiming, enemies are outlined, and you gain but a weak point damage. I feel like I'm ADSing a lot with the assault rifle. With the assault rifle, there's like the urge to ADS all the damn time, aim down sights all the damn time. Oh, wait, hold on. Does that compare? 150, 150. I think they're the same. Yeah, added protection. Added protection. Good thing that gives me a space condom. Thank goodness. Helmet. I know, visor. It's a visor, Alex. Totally different. Take your time setting up the explosive barrels. Right, yeah. But you want to play fast, yeah. It's kind of for casing the joint, I think. Kind of case the joint. Look for, like, elites or, like, bosses if that happens later on. That's kind of cool. You automatically climb when you're on ledges, which is kind of cool. There's, of course, a cooldown to using the dashes. I don't know how punishing fall damage is. We haven't taken any yet, to my knowledge. So yeah, with the notion of the stealth mode, it seems like it's nice. And yeah, if you wanted to, you probably could be elaborate.
What the hell is going on here?
With setting up barrel explosions, that kind of thing. But a lot of enemies just kind of move around on their own. So it probably would be kind of tough to be able to really utilize that to maximum efficiency. Try to like orchestrate the perfect placement of these things. Got a little bit of healing, by the way. Evacuate. Evacuate what? The space station or my bowels? Discover the wonders of Mars, a journey through the Red Sands. Red Sands? Is that the guy from Undertale? Okay, well, if we're going to Mars, I don't know if we made it very far because Earth is still out there.
This looks important.
It's Earth. I could buy stuff with my little trinkets. I could maybe get some health. Maybe some health. I think I'll stick with all these guys. How many grenades do I have? I see in the bottom, I have G for grenade. I have, I guess 2? That grenade equipped. Actually, it might just be 1, actually. I'll save that for a rainy day. Give me some health. An achievement for making your first purchase. Give me 1 more. Although, okay, never mind. I have 69 health. Never mind. We've beaten the game. 69 health. What else do you need? Can I just take a nap in this very comfortable looking station? That's a little bit stained. A little bit stained, but it would still be cozy enough. Can I just take a nap there and get health back that way? I don't know if it's that kind of game. Alright. Stealth mode activated. So more melee fellers. We'll take this as... Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Okay, well, good to know if you... That's my bad. That's my B. That's my B. What are you doing? Whatever you're doing, stop it. That guy was, like, stuck in the wall. It was vibrating with utmost intensity. Yeah, I pressed the wrong button. I melee when I didn't mean to. And now everyone's mad at me. And I activated myself. And I did not mean to activate myself. Listen, we've all had that. We've all activated oneself prematurely. There's no shame there. There's no shame in that. Sometimes you're with somebody, you don't mean to activate things quite so suddenly, and you know, the heat of passion takes over. They do the burst fire. That's so fun. What's up, Cthulhu Tentacles? There were upgrade tabs. Good to know. Good to know. Thank you for the heads up on that. Yeah, next time we find one of those things, I'll definitely go shopping. We had some amount of money, but next time we'll have like a bunch of monies. I appreciate the little outline that tells you where the bad guys are going to be. I think it's because I took that outline up augment. Oh. What do we got here? Slightly better exo gloves. And this is slightly better impact grenade. All right, so this means I have an opportunity, right? So let's see. Let's see. It's on cooldown. Oh, that makes me feel better. Okay. So it's not the thing where you have limited quantities. It is the thing where it will charge up on its own. There's probably stuff you can do to modify that recharge time. That makes me feel a little better then. Okay. This once again continues to look ominous. Told all the fellas I got some upside down Triforces. Good shit, good shit. Visor. Yes. That one. That sounds good. What's up, Meerkat? Good to see you, bud. Sometimes I have a hard time activating things. Sometimes it's too sensitive. Sometimes it's not sensitive enough. It's tricky to get these things down the way we want them to. Oh, by the way, we have a map in addition to the radar, which is nice. So I'm glad we have both map and radar. Good to see you, by the way, Meerkat. This is a cool little game that just came out today. Deadzone Rogue. We're checking it out for the first time. We also get to worship the orb. We're all gonna worship the orb together. When you swap weapons, your movement speed's increased. I feel like I'm not swapping all that often. I really need to with the rifle this reliable. Unless we get like a sidearm, like a side pistol, like a side shotgun or something. Some kind of sidearm that's not just a pistol right now. Critical hits, lower dash and grenade cooldowns. Upgrade the quality of your weapons and additional time with the fabricator. Ah, that might be kind of cool. Let's do that. Anything else back this way? Yeah, so far it seems like there's not like... I mean, yeah, unless I'm wrong. It seems like you can't like break open item caches or anything. It's all about just killing the bad guys. Tells me the bottom right. My cooldown for the dash, which is pretty nifty. And as we know, if you like walk up to somebody and like dash into them and like kind of jump on... Oh my god, can I jump on him and teabag him? Cannot jump on him and teabag him, unfortunately. Maybe I'll get a double jump eventually. Yeah, they don't react until you do some kind of offensive action, whether it be shooting. He's doing like stupid. That's what the guy was doing. Either shoot your weapon or do a melee attack. Beep, beep, boop, boop. Not sure what you're doing there. These guys just run around. And that includes picking these things up. Is there any like extremely scary elite fellow? This guy's red. He might be elite. He might be like fancy schmancy. So maybe I'll target him first. Chargy boys. Yeah, I mean they look cool. I like the Chargy boys. They got that Samus arm gun. Arm cannon. Right, so we'll assume that the person that is like slightly with like a slightly fancier palette, that they're like the extra fancy peeps. I mean, that didn't kill him. The other dudes it kills whenever we hit him with something that spicy. Yeah, the red fellas surely are a little bit juicier. You'd think that we're making enough noise that the fellas would hear me. Oh my god. Embarrassing myself with how many times all those bullets just went right past his head. Melee weapon. Sure. Still a little bit nicer. But nicer melee weapon. No complaints here. Shield is recharging. Still at 69 health, thank goodness. What's that? Chain lightning. Oh. Good amount of damage, too. Some health. Wonderful. Wonderful. Bodies disappear after a while. Fucking decimates him. Just turns him to liquid. Or not liquid, but chunks. Turns them to chunks. Okay, so I went for the melee. Maybe I shouldn't have. Although melee damage does a decent bit of damage to those fellers. And again, when you have to like, it's one of those where you don't lose health damage until you've taken a certain amount of like shield damage first. Snapdragon. It's a secondary weapon, yes. Well, it's less damage, but a way nicer fire rates. Here's what we have right now. And here's this. It's real fast. It just kind of farts out bullets real quick. Sprays them all over the place. What's up, Lekanish? Thank you, Duder Dad. I'm glad you picked up on the Pokemon Snap. Glad you picked up on the Pokemon Snap. Wonderful. You were close. Voices. We already looked at that one. I think there was one other thing that dropped at some point. I could be mistaken. Anything else? There's one green thing. No, that's just pointing me to the way. Hope you're liking it so far, Lekanish. I'm digging it so far. More grenade charges. Enemies with elemental debuff applied take more damage when they receive a different type of elemental damage. We're not really doing elemental stuff right now, but maybe eventually. First weapon purchase. Not tempting. More grenades might really help us later on. Right now, we don't really need grenades. We're able to kill things pretty quickly, but I bet we're going to get some spicy boys pretty soon. We get turrets now. You have a shield? They have shields. That's fancy. I think he's confused because the guy was in his way. We're just having a little moment. Now, is he generating the shield, or is he just within the shield of that guy? I think he's within the shield of this dude. You played the demo? Nice, man. That's awesome. Yeah, I think he's just being shielded because of this guy. They're having a bit of a moment. Yeah, you can even see there's like a little ethereal... There's a little ethereal thingy. The stealth starter. It's an interesting concept. It's kind of like Doodoodad's, or maybe it was I'm not sure who said it. Someone pointed out that, like, you know, the game is like go fast. You know, it's like a fast-paced game. It's the idea of having like a tactics mode before you go loud and proud is interesting. I don't dislike it. It's not what I would have expected, but I'm vibing to it, and I can see the benefit to it. Because on the one hand, yeah, you want to go fast, eat ass, but also if you go too fast, you could, you know, this is a roguelike, so this is a you die and the run ends. So you do want to be somewhat tactical, which is kind of nice. So yeah, it decides how you make the entrance, which is nice because, yeah, what if you stomp into an area and there's like some big dick fucking, like, yeah, level 69 badass rocket launcher guy just T-posing in front of the door, or A-posing in front of the door, and you have nowhere to go, nowhere to, like, duck for cover. This gives you a chance to kind of, like, plan your moves, which is nice. That one fucking dude that's got to die. Yeah. Speaking of which, shield guys way over here. Melee guys are a little bit scurry, but there's lots of cover over here. Well, except there's these fucking guys. Now, the nice thing is that he's... Well, the good and bad thing is that he's guarding the turrets specifically. How much health do these guys have? I guess it doesn't tell you. Doesn't really tell you. Yeah, so what I could do... I'm gonna wait till that guy's kind of far away. I'm gonna toss a grenade and maybe duck down that way, because then none of the turrets can reach me, I don't think. That guy wouldn't be able to. This guy... Yeah, if I'm down here... So, yeah, that... Like, the Thunderdome down here might be the place to at least deal with melee fellas. He's out. There we go. Now we can deal with the turret fellas kind of on our own pace. Can I, like, go into these areas? I think that's just for show. Yeah. The way that the grenades recharge is super cool. I like that a lot. Ouch. If you can really headshot those guys. Yep. One for you. Got achievement for, well, actually, no, I got progress towards an achievement for something. Melee. Melee gets shit done as well. Just like in Halo, melee does like a shocking amount of damage. Getting shot with bullets is one thing, but bro, punching a guy, that's how you really fuck him up. Oh, wrong button. Oh, God. Got the button to melee for a second there. There's a weak spot in there somewhere. Is it the base? Do I drop the base? Oh, it's in the bottom. It's in the base. I was always informed not to drop the base, and yet here we are. Oh, I'm gonna assume that. Oh, actually. Oh, invisible walls. Okay. It's like I'm gonna assume I shouldn't fall down there. This is actually kind of cool. I like the rotating terrariums. That's kind of cool. how the perks build onto each other. Had a bajillion bullets in your clips. That sounds fun. Yeah, I'm sure it gets... I'm sure it can get pretty silly. So this was a level 3. So it's 1 level higher, but this one does the cool chain lightning thing. 3 points. It's only a 3.7 chance, but it is pretty cool. Yeah. I'll stick with this one. I'll stick with this one for now. I might relinquish in a soon opportunity. Like masteries, glossary, info. There's void tentacles. Oh, now we're talking. Now we're talking. There's void tentacles. Say no more, fam. Perk orb. Make me nice and perky. Perky naturals. They're oxygen farms. That would make more sense, actually. That would make more sense. Void damage. Well, I don't have anything that deals void damage innately. Lightning damage. We only have the 1 chain lightning thing. We might get rid of that at some point. Health, though. Restore 5% of your missing. Sure, that sounds pretty nice. That's pretty nifty. Of course, this is a healing station here. There we go. There we go. Fabricator.
Let's see what they've got.
Here's where the upgrades are as well. We could get a fancy schmancy secondary. This one looks badass. What's this? Lethal heavy energy weapon with a large magazine capacity. Sounds sick. We could upgrade any one of these if we wanted to. We could re-roll the affixes. Armor if we wanted to. 210. I don't know, I feel like we're killing things so well. I feel like if I'm spending my money, I should spend it on upgrades for, like, really nice things. We're killing everything pretty easily so far. Although those turrets were a little bit spicier, but now we know the weak spot for them, so that's not too bad. We could upgrade this guy to just do more damage. I mean, I like assault rifles. I don't know, I feel like I should hold off. That would, like, encourage me to try other weapons. Try other stuff. This one I'm tempted by just because it sounds dope. Let's just buy this thing. Yeah, fuck, let's buy this thing. Yeah, I don't suppose you can sell weapons, can you? I take this back, and then... yeah. Think about selling. Boop. So just a very reliable, energy-based rifle. Assault rifle of sorts. Reloads a little bit slower, I think. Damage is pretty out the wazoo. Fires a little bit slower. Big magazine size. Yeah, reloads a little bit slower. And of course, no chain lightning ability, but it was a 2.7% chance, so hard to get that excited about it. Sector 7. Some red boys. You know, those guys are a little bit spicier. There's a shield fella. Got some turrets. Get that cryo damage, hell yeah. That'll make them sad, right? That's what cryo damage does. Okay, over there, more turrets on this side. Can't help but think of Payday. Payday 2 in particular, where you have the opportunity to case the joint, try to, like, gather clues on how you want to approach, maybe even try to stealth the mission ahead of time. And in co-op, casing the joint and being stealth can be very exhilarating and very fun, but of course it's also wrought with opportunities for things to go awry. You know, when somebody gets spotted when they don't mean to, they don't notice the camera, they don't notice the civilian who notices them, that kind of thing. It all goes to goes to fucko land in no time at all. And there's all the ways that can get silly. Yeah, really, really silly. The number of times where it's like, all right, guys, we're going loud and proud. I didn't mean to, but it's happening. Oh, it's just no. Wait. What? Yeah. What are you? What are you? What is this? Are you a friend? I don't know if I want to stick around to find out. All I know is he's like struggling a little bit. Does he know where I am? Do you see me? Do you know who I am? Do you know what I am? Yeah. So I think I'll probably place this next to the red fellas. There was 2 of them, I think. Oh, this is delicious. Except they're behind the shield now. Darn. Ouch. Oh, that was... oh, that's explosions. Am I just dead? I'm just dead. That's just death. Yeah, yeah. I got excited. But I realized that there was stuff on either side of me. So those things are explosive bots. Now we know. Lessons were learned. Okay, all right, that's fine. A fresh run, fresh opportunities. You know you're meant to die because I got an achievement saying, "Good job, you died." Well, it didn't say it exactly like that, but.
Did I just die?
Why am I back here?
How did I get back here?
Now, as always,
Hey, Planty.
greetings to our plant friend. A quick death, a quick but mostly painless death. So now we get to do that sweet, sweet meta progression, more max health, more pickup distance, which is nice. I don't know if that's a huge issue right here. Superior items, synergies. Oh my. We have tech components. How many tech components do I have? I guess I have 5 damage ones. Yeah. 4 starting health ones. Yeah, so specific. I see now. Okay, so max health, starting shield. Ooh, starting shield. That's kind of cool. That would help for that one achievement. There's, well, achievements. That one dare that says, like, yeah, don't let your shield break, and also complete a mission. So that's not a bad one. It's interesting because all the components seem to be, Yeah, we have the upside down Triforce thing. So that costs money. That costs that currency to spend the upgrade. The components themselves, it's not like it's a shared component count. Your grenade cooldown components are separate from your magazine or magnetizer cooldown or components, which are separate from your grenade AoE components. So all these components are independent from each other. So you can spend them willy-nilly, but this overall currency is kind of what dictates how ham you can go in one sitting. So yeah, so there's really no downside to me saying, yeah, go for tier 2. Why the fuck not? Same thing here, more health. Hell yeah. But this cost, this blue Triforce fellas, that gets a little bit more expensive. So go for all those, and probably the damage one as well. And is that Sunblade? Thank you for that raid, Sunblade. It's super nice of you, buddy. Sunblade Dragon, good to see you, man. We're playing a cool little game that just came out tonight. I don't know if that's what you were playing tonight, but Deadzone Rogue, it's pretty sick so far, and I'm enjoying it a whole bunch. Let's do a quick shout out for our friend Sunblade. Thank you again for that raid. Looks like you were playing some Link to the Past. Very nice. Very nice. I actually played... Here's the problem. I was just saying... I was just acknowledging how in-game, this cool little currency, these look like upside-down Triforces. So I'm very much a Zelda fan. However, don't tell anybody. This is a secret between you and me and no one else. I only just played through Link to the Past for the first time like 4 or 5 years ago. So... well, I was a little bit late to the party. It was always one of those games that I played a couple times, but never committed to a full playthrough. But I finally beat that shit, several years ago. And loved it, of course, But I do play a lot of 3D Zelda games, for sure. In fact, we're going to be doing some Zelda Randomizer potentially this weekend. It's the combo randomizer. It's Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask in an unholy union of the two. It's a pretty fun time. But right now we're playing Deadzone Rogue, really cool roguelike, or I guess roguelite FPS. It's a first-person kind of looter shooter kind of thing, and it's pretty sick. I'm liking it a lot so far. We're at the upgrade station right now, so we're kind of looking at ways to soup up our guy a little bit. And I'm gonna say a grenade cooldown. Can I say grenade damage? Looks like I cannot, which maybe that's kind of how that goes. Health orb drops. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Lots of defensive spendings here. If I wanted to, I could respec my stuff if I really wanted to. But I'm feeling pretty good about what I got right now. Lots of damage upgrades. I don't know if I spent any grenade thingies, but yeah, lots of defense, lots of health, lots of shield. So that'll help me stay alive, hopefully. It's a pretty cool little game so far, though. It just came out tonight. And it is... I think it looks good. It plays really well. The demo for this game apparently was quite good. I never played the demo, but we're jumping into this one. Because the game, like I said, just came out. And I'm very much enjoying it. It's pretty nice so far. Even though I did just die like an idiot. That's just how it goes. You're expected to get got a little bit when you first start out. But no, it's pretty fun. It's pretty fun. Yeah, big Zelda fan. Good shit, bud. Good shit. And it is your... Okay, so I'm not the only one. Good to know. By the way, Sunblade, thank you for that raid. And one of my favorite things to do whenever somebody raids, especially if they're a first-time raider, is to ask if you have any clips of yours to share. Because you're super nice. You brought your peeps to me. I don't know if you've probably never seen my content before. You have no idea if I'm a cool dude, if I'm a piece of shit, if I'm a smelly little goblin. That last one is true, by the way. So you took a chance, you rated me, you're bringing your peeps to me, and they're getting to see my content. That's very nice. The least I can do is to say, how can I like point my people to you and have them check out your content? Best way to do that is to ask if there's any clips to share. If there was any fun moments of yours you would like to show off, any silly things, any triumphant achievements, any heartbreaking tragedies, any stupid glitches, I'm down for all of it. It's one of my favorite ways to express thanks. And that way, like I said, your peeps see my content, my peeps are seeing your content. We get that cross-pollination. That cross-pollination, baby. Everybody wins. I'm all about that everybody wins kind of mentality. By the way, in this game, when you first pop in, there's a stealth kind of mode, which is cool. There's like a stealth mode. It's like we're casing the joint. And that includes fucking with the robots by binging them in the head with barrels. Little barrel thingies. Bonk. They're completely none the wiser. If you shoot, if you melee, if you shit in the floor. Okay, I haven't tried the last one, but certainly the first two. If you shoot it all, if you melee, they will be notified. But you can bonk them. You can like run into them. You can. I keep trying to. Yeah, look at this. He's like he's even colliding with me. He's like, huh, there's something here, but it's completely none the wiser. I keep trying to like teabag him, but I've yet to have a good enough jump. Oh wait, hold on. Hold the phone. Hup. Oh, the ceiling's too high. Or ceiling's too low, rather. So, it's kind of cool, though. It's a nice way of... oh, what's this?
Log entry.
Janice P. Listen, Janice, I don't need to know that you're taking a pee. That's weird, lady. I'm not into that. Jesus, we're gonna make history. So I guess there's like logs where you can learn about the stuff that happened behind the scenes. There's like moments where you can see the ship's in kind of rough shape here. No, but it's kind of nice because it's a roguelike, so if you die, you're dead. You got to start a whole new run, obviously. So this kind of lets you plan and plot your schmoves, which is kind of cool. So yeah, if I wanted to like these guys aren't really moving, so if I wanted to, I could just kind of place this right here, and that way when things get loud and proud, I can start off with a bang, which might be exactly what I'm gonna do. I think I'll start off with a bang, exactly like this. So if I stand right here, there we go. So obviously that removes stealth mode, and now we're in it to win it. Sometimes the guys will hear you, other times not so much. Sometimes their vision, their detection is more based on vision. Did that get him? Oh, almost. That's right there. By the way, there is infinite ammo. There's also melee. Get meleeed. Idiot. There we go. Of course, there's weak spots, there's headshots, that kind of thing. There you go. That's the first round. Not too bad. And then I think one guy dropped a helmet. We went ahead and picked that up. Everything else, we are all set. We're all Gucci in the coochie. I'm all the above accurate. Very accurate. And like I said, this is Deadzone. Deadzone Rogue. Curiously enough, I think it's by the same developers as Tribes 3, I think. One of the latest, I guess the latest Tribes game. By the way, badass looking minigun. I mean, now that we know ammo is of no concern. This is a secondary weapon. These are both pretty good secondary weapons. But this is a hilarious ass minigun. And it's red. That means it's better. So, of course, it's slow to start. There's no iron sights. Obviously, no iron sights. Reloading takes a hot minute. But, there you go. In this game, by the way, there is no ammo. There's magazine size. You have to respect your magazine size. But you saw I just unloaded a full clip in the bottom right. It's not like, oh, you have 300 bullets left. Ammo is infinite. You just have to respect your reload time and your magazine size. But otherwise, you can pop off as much as you want. Same kind of thing here. So we're in the stealth mode, so we're going to kind of case the joint, look for a especially spicy boy that we want to explode first. Because, sometimes in games like this, you don't get a stealth mode like this. they throw you right in with no preparation. But here we get to like kind of choose when do we want to go loud, when and how do we want to go loud. Obviously we want to get this guy, obviously. The melee guys are a little bit dangerous because they're very fast. They run faster than you can run. We do have the dash, but the dash is limited. It is limited. So what I might do, maybe just kind of be on the corner here. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, that guy's gonna sprint towards me. And if you kind of burst fire, just saying, I know he's coming towards me. Whew. You have the dash, but the dash is a little bit hard to rely upon. If you do like burst fire, it does. Yeah, like it's not quite as slow to spin up, but it's a little bit slow to spin up still. The minigun's a pretty interesting one. I do like it, but it's a little bit unwieldy, as you can imagine. I'm at 30 shots. Let's go and reload. We do have a map that does tell us where the fellas are. In fact, I think we have a moment. Here's the warden. Oh, it's a shotgun? Oh, baby. Oh, okay. I wanna play around with the shotgun. I'm not gonna commit to it, but I am gonna play around with it. Oh, excuse me? The shotgun is it's a secondary shotgun. Are you shitting my dick? That's amazing. It's only a 2-shotter though. Oh, it's a 2-shotter. All right. We'll still play ball. That's awesome. I love when a game has a sidearm shotty. That makes me happy. That makes me happy. And this Rogue Galaxy, was that the same developers as Dark Cloud? Dark Cloud 1 or 2? I think I recognize that one. Just that was the last of them. We got an orb. All glory to the item orb. It's very glowy. If there's anything else that I missed, but I think we pretty much grabbed all the goods. I'm so excited to try my cool new shotgun. It's purple. The purple shotgun. That means it's really good. Purple shotgun means we're styling. We're doing good performance-wise, but we're styling more importantly, which is, well, equally important. Killing an enemy with your melee weapon automatically reloads. That's kind of cool. Deal more damage to flying enemies. We haven't seen any flying enemies. Well, that's not true. We saw the self-destruct drones. That would be a flying enemy, technically. The golf... I have seen the golf minigame. Yeah, I have seen that one. Oh, level 5. Oh, shit. I recognize that developer. They did like, hold on, level 5. Were they the ones that did the... what am I thinking of? The Star Wars games. The Star Wars games where you, like, fly the... Like the X-Wings and the TIE Fighter. Oh, maybe not TIE Fighters. Rogue Squadron. Is that the same developers, Rogue Squadron? Changing the weapons, not destroy when... Right, yeah. Is it a stealthy shotgun? I don't think it has a silencer on it. Reduce reload time. You take less damage for 3 seconds. That's kind of cool. Yeah. This one might be nice for later on. This one sounds nice just in general. Let's just do this one. That's just nice in general. Oh, if we're going by Warhammer 40k rules, then you're right. It is stealthy because it's purple. You've never seen a purple orc. You don't see a lot of purple shotguns in today's day and age, so there is that. There is that. Here's the spider land. I don't know if they're able to, like, climb up walls. I guess we could find out. Because we know if you jump off this guy... There we go. So, if I, like, try to pull a fast one... Can they climb up walls? They can jump. They can jump real good. Ouch. Okay, yeah. Alright, I've learned my lesson. That's on me. That's on me. Lessons were learned. It's still up there. Okay, that's a little exploitable, obviously, but, I mean, it works. A little bit exploitable, but it got the job done. Took a little bit of damage. Lost a little health. We already have that. The void suit. There's an orb over that way. I'll go ahead and collect the rest of the MacGuffins. Wait, was that a double jump? Whoop. There's a little baby double jump. There's like a teeny little like a little nudge. It's like a double nudge. You know about the dash already, but I was not aware that we had sort of a double jump. Okay. I'm trying to think of what was the name of that developer. It was like something 5. Maybe it was Factor 5. I think that's what it was now that I think about it more. Yeah, so I think I'm getting my wires crossed. Hip fire. Well, a minigun is all about hip firing. Gain more movement speed, reduce spread. Weak points are easier. Yeah. I mean, we might not always be using a minigun. Ooh, that could be cool too. That could be cool with this gun and other guns. That's kind of exciting. Yeah, I don't know. Let's go with this one. Let's go with this one. That's real. That's like delightful right now. It fires real fast right now. Was that with a full clip? I don't think that was a full clip. It fires real quick now, and we're all a little bit faster on our feet now, which is nice too.
Strange. I'm docked in the cargo section. Was I part of the crew?
The max size one would be... It would be hilarious. It would be hilarious. I'm not sure I'm going to always use this one. Also, it's nice with a shotgun too, so if I'm in a situation where I'm out if my magazine runs out and I need to, you know, improvise, we can jump to the shotgun real quick as well. Good on health. We're good on all these. Would I dare upgrade this guy for more damage or upgrade armor? Sure. Because you can't take the nuts and bolts with you. You can't take those things with you, I don't think. What you do take with you are these. No, are these guys. These are what you take with you. And these guys too. Yeah, the components. So that contributes towards the meta progression. The gold nuts and bolts. Those are the ones that are limited to the one particular run. We got Aleph. What's up, Aleph? Good to see you, bud. Once again, stealth mode. And these guys are just kind of chilling. Place that right there. And place you right here. It'd be cool if it like set off a chain reaction. You blow up one and they both explode. It'd be really cool. If I do that here. Oh, actually. I thought maybe if I fired a little bit faster, but I forgot that it takes a second to spin up. Somebody threw a grenade down, which is very rude. Ouch. I gotta reload. Give me... Oh, God. Oh, God. All right, time for shotgun times. There we go. Shotgun's great, but yeah, only two shots is a little bit rough. There's something cool here. We'll get that in a second here. Oh wait, hold on. Will he kill himself with his own explosive? It's a grenade launch. That's what he's firing. I was all excited to blow up that one barrel, but then I kind of forgot how it takes a while to warm up, so we couldn't blow it up in time. I'll get those things at first. Oh, I can just look at the map. The map tells me where they're gonna be. Not sure how he exploded into like a little frost thingy. That was cool. There we go. What we got here? The same thing. I literally just... Oh, but this one has... Wait, no, hold on. This one has freeze. So what I have right now is shatter, which can shatter the target. What's shatter? Shitter? No, shatter. Oh, that's what we saw earlier when there was like that little frost thing that exploded. So that can... There's a 2.2 chance to freeze. Would I rather freeze or shatter? Damages other bad guys and chills nearby enemies. Versus freezing the current target. I mean, it's 6 for one, half dozen the other. Not a huge difference. So let's stick with what we have right now. Also, it makes me feel like it's worthwhile because I spent money to get this thing upgraded, so it makes me feel like it was a worthwhile investment. This seems pretty cool. I haven't really used melee since I have a really good shotgun, obviously. A good secondary, but good to know. Is there anything else that was dropped in this arena? I don't think so. I'm looking on the map. I think we're all set. there's a way to like expand the map at all, like, or zoom out, because there's times where I want to see a greater view of the map to see if there's parts of the area that I can't, like parts of the map that I can't see, and like the little quick view if there's stuff beyond what it's showing me. I don't see anything right there, so that's okay. Grenade deals more damage when it only damages one target. Interesting. Twice damage too, for that matter. When you're up close and personal, you take a little bit less damage. Overall grenade damage increase. This one sounds kind of nice. This would be good against boss battles. I don't know if there are boss battles, but, you know, elite, otherwise scary big boys. Big boys. Good to see, Aleph. Is this a roguelike? It is. It is. It is a roguelike looter shooter of sorts. And it's, you know, it's fairly light on the narrative. You know, story-wise, it's not a whole lot to it. Our guy has amnesia. He doesn't know why he keeps spawning here. He's able to die and then come back to life. He's not sure why it happens. So, you know, the classic amnesia trope. There's mention of, like, we're trying to colonize Mars and something happens. We don't know exactly. So it's a little bit, I shouldn't say formulaic, but a little predictable in that sense. But it's still pretty cool. This is a little bit scary, but of course I can duck. Nothing else. I can duck down. And we know how this went last time. This time will be different. Probably. If that melee guy's there, and that makes me a little bit nervous. Ooh, this thing is a little bit unwieldy. A little bit unwieldy on this guy. Can't say I'm surprised. Good news is if you're fast enough... Oh, shit. If you're fast enough, you can avoid... Oh, shit. You can avoid a lot of bad stuff. Shotguns get shit done, though. I'm glad they give you the warnings on the grenades approaching. A little bit scary. Is this guy reloaded? He is. He is. Getting to think that my planning could have used a little bit more work. A lot of grenade fellas. .29 health is not the biggest amount of health in the whole world. Someone, yes, there's someone here as well. See, I want to try the cool new melee weapon that I got earlier. I want to try this thing. Alright, so it took a bit more damage than I wanted to. But that's okay. Because we learned a valuable lesson. The valuable lesson is that getting shot is bad. So just don't get shot in this game. It's that easy. It's that simple. A lot of energy axes. They're just handing them out. Just dishing them out for all to see. Still something else that dropped over here. There's a grenade. A slightly better impact grenade. We'll take it. What's up, Jet? Good to see you, bud. Good to see you. Playing Deadzone Rogue. This game just came out, and it's pretty cool so far. Enemies drop more scrap. Take damage, you deal more damage. Taking back. Oh, so it's like thorns. Kind of cool. When you swap weapons, yeah, probably one of these two. I mean, really, I just shouldn't get hit. Just don't get hit. That's simple. But in the rare chance, exceedingly rare chance that I take damage in this game, that'll serve as some as a nifty way around it. Now this level is awfully familiar. The arrangement is different. So the arrangement of weapons or bad guys, that is slightly different. Yeah, there's no turrets up here. No turrets up here, so that's kind of nice, but not. The downside is that no matter how you slice it, you still have to deal with that turret. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start off with a bang, literally. That was supposed to do more damage to you, bro. Get the melee guy first. There is that weak spot. It's a little bit hard to hit. little bit hard hit from this direction, from this distance. There we go. Ouch. Ooh, there we go. Big money. Big damage there. Face tanking the grenades. I'm shocked. I'm shocked that that's an unpleasant experience. Who would have ever guessed such a thing? Shield guys down. Oh, the shield. I forgot about the shield. Goddamn. Actually, you can shoot through the shield. Okay, so it's not completely impregnable. It's still pregnable. You can still pregnate it. And the shotgun actually does a pretty not half bad job even at that range. Yet another energy axe. Those things are just popping off all over the place. My goodness. Energy axe. Energy axe everywhere. They really want to ask me a question. A little bit of shame that the level overall layouts seem to be predetermined. Again, like the weapon, the bad guy placements do seem to have some variation, which is good. Of course, this is like the first mission, and maybe that's why. Maybe the first mission kind of has that, and maybe from there it starts to open up a bit. Shields. Yeah, let's do that. Because again, we don't have anything that does lightning damage right now. Well, we have the one thing that has a 2% chance to do frost damage per shot. And of course, we're firing a melee, a minigun, which is firing a lot of bullets. Yeah. Yeah, so this is like, if you have something else that is applying void damage or lightning damage, these are great choices. Otherwise, the shield one. More damage, you're above 50% shields. I have a vested interest in dealing lots of damage and having lots of shields. It's wonderful. Give me the health. Yet another energy axe, but this is a slightly better energy axe. It's a level 4. Heavy assault rifle that sacrifices accuracy for power. We're already pretty silly on accuracy. We're already pretty silly. Do I want to upgrade it more? Sure. Upgrade it more. Now we're level... What is it? 5? Level 4. 30% damage. Delicious. D-goddamn-licious. I think Sector 7 is where I got last time. I don't have a ton of health. I don't have as good of a perk arrangement this time. The last one was a little bit spicy. What's up, Whale? Good to see you, dude. Good to see you. These guys still wandering around. So while we're in stealth mode, we have some options. There's a red guy. Those guys have quite a bit more health. Whenever I see a big cluster like that, I think like, ooh, I think it's like very, very tasty looking. Yeah, those guys. One of those is what popped me earlier. At least like put these things next to a bunch of these fellas. When things inevitably go loud, I can capitalize better. But, you know, no guarantees that it's going to work the way that I want it to. And can sprint around. That's easy. Really, what you want to do is just like try to have a situation where you're able to like kind of backpedal safely, or like kill what's in front of you and like dodge around safely. Now, is this where the fella was, the little floaty boy? Oh, that was tasty. Ouch. There we go. Got his ass. That was very tasty. That was a very lucky situation. And I guess that's a good opening just in general. Just trying to toss like maybe a grenade. And you have a few of those barrels placed. That really, really did those guys, did it put a number on them. And when I say number, I mean damage. The number of their health going low, going to 0. That was very good. Gravity boots. Yes, I have no boots right now. Wait, what was the trade-off? There was a downside. Oh, never mind. We just do more damage with weak spots. Nice. There we go. And this is a fancy... Oh, hold on. What did I pick up? It's a fancy impact grenade. It does the freeze. Yes. A 45% chance. Delicious. Delicious. Good gloves. Ooh, I like it. Elemental damage. I don't know what elements we're dealing damage on right now, but yes. I like it. One guy in the middle. Look at us, the number of bullets left in the chamber. Left in the magazine. Oh, this. Okay. And a little digital display on the gun itself. That's kind of nice. Tech. Tech, yeah. That went well. That went well. Of course, this time we had more health. We had more shield. We had a faster recharging shield for that matter. So we had more things to kind of help us along. The meta progression hits real good. Real good. Anything else? I think we're all set. But the demo of this game, I'm liking it a lot so far. It's really fun. It's really good so far. When you kill an enemy with a weak point shot, your next shot deals more damage. That's probably great for shotguns, but less exciting for miniguns. Health pickups heal for more. First round does for, yeah, again, that's good for like small round guns or small magazine guns, not guns with like 100+ bullets. This one. Better healing, better ingredients. Papa John's. Whole bunch of stuff over there. That's gonna explode a whole bunch of stuff. This guy's all wobbly. That guy is self-detonated. Good. Oh, shit. Oh, it shot right past him. Shit. There we go. That's what I like to see. Maybe I should have spent a little bit more time being smart. Not being a doofus, but come on, being a doofus, it's just so natural for me. All those grenades. Hiya! I said hiya! There we go. Ouch. Ooh, I think that's my shield popping. Oh, he's dead. Good. Oh, I gotta reload. Hold on. Give me like 30 hours. I gotta reload. Give me a little bit, boys. And then Chargy McGee over here. Chargy McGillicuddy. Alright, got a whole bunch of stuff. A bunch of stuff just now. Then, let's see. I think I'll stick with what we have right now. The more health sounds nice. Especially because I could probably use more health given that I keep taking just little bits and chunks. Little tidbits. Front load for the shotgun. I never realized that. Yeah, we're got like quick access, quick reload access, which is nice. There's a couple of things that dropped. Already looked at the gloves. Orb. Was that the only thing that dropped? I thought there was maybe one other thing. Well, I think I picked up the other thing actually. Okay, yeah, we're fine. We good. We good. Okay. Effects of your elemental debuffs are more powerful. More damage to ranged enemies. There's a lot of ranged enemies. Elite enemies. I don't think we've seen those yet. We might see them soon. But this, again, a lot of bad guys are ranged enemies, so it's probably a fairly no-brainer.
So many.
Ooh, is that an elite fella? I bet it is. Oh, like he's got like the little the chicken legs, the chimkin legs. Kind of looks like a system shock guy, or maybe a killing floor guy. And so maybe they're not elite. Maybe they're just like a new enemy type, new archetype. Actually, looks like that's like them. Okay, never mind. I was gonna say it's not the only thing out here, but it is very much a focus of what's out here. No barrels. No barrels this time, which is fine. We don't want those barrels to be a crutch. We don't want to lean on them too much. See myself. I'm guessing they shoot missiles. Probably missiles. They might home on you. Who knows? Who knows? Is this ghost mode? So every time you enter an area for the first time, a round for the first time, or a mission area for the first time, you're in stealth mode. You're in stealth mode until you fire the first shot, or until you like swing your melee weapon, any sort of offensive action. Until that happens, you're in stealth mode. Which means you can walk around, you can look at the bad guys, you can get up and close. You can, like, fuck with them a little bit. Well, maybe not too much, but you can, like... Good example. So, like, you can run right into them. If they're patrolling, you can troll them a little bit and just be a little shitter. Stand in his way. I like force them to fall. No, not necessarily. So you can just be annoying. You can pick up barrels, like explosive barrels, and place them in more advantageous positions. Kind of lets you case the joint a little bit and start the fight when you're ready, versus, you know, like, oh shit, the guy saw, like, I turned the corner and there's dudes there that I wasn't aware of. At least this lets you kind of plan your moves accordingly, which is kind of nice. Let's start off with a bang. They are shooting explodey boys. I can't say I'm surprised. Reload while I have a second, and I really do mean just a second. It's like some... There's some, what's worse? There's some rocket jumping happening there. Yeah, they're definitely bouncing me around a little bit. I don't know if I can shoot the rockets in midair. I probably maybe could. There we go. Not too bad, not too bad. A little bit spicy. Only took a little bit of damage. The grenades, or those rockets those guys hit you with, they do a little bit of damage, and the splash radius is pretty generous. For them, that is. But it seems like the main thing is that it knocks you around and kind of can knock you out of cover very easily. But actually, it wasn't quite as scary as I thought it'd be. Also, Crimson Knight, what's up, bud? Were there chimkins? There's always chimkins. Always chimkins. And the guys looking like they had the chicken legs. The rocket fellers. Not the Rockefellers, the rocket fellers. Rocket fellas. I wonder what those... So, those rocket guys in this more open hangar kind of area definitely is kind of dangerous. I wonder how weird those guys will be in more close quarter circumstances, where you have more corridors to like duck behind and obstacles for the rockets to get in the way. Weapon damage goes up. Killing an enemy reloads. You're unequipped. That's kind of cool. That'd be good for switching to shotgun to kill something while our primary weapon needs reloading. Ghost Blade. After killing an enemy with your melee weapon, you enter stealth for 5 seconds. That's cool. That's really cool, which lets you do more melee damage. You could chain melee hits really well. Fire damage applies burn. Well, again, I don't know if we're dealing fire damage right now, so I guess not yet. Do this one. Very, very useful. Especially for guns that have long reload times.
This looks serious.
Ooh, is this boss mode? This looks ominous. One guy running around. By all accounts, he seems like a normie. There's 3 fellers here. Oh, never mind. This is like just a bunch of dude. The game clearly wants me to place things accordingly, so I will place things accordingly. Old ones that were cracking open a cold one with the boys, don't do as much damage, but it is still pretty good. Oh, don't knock that over, bro. I placed that very deliberately. Still pretty good. I might just wait for them to like get close and then just launch all these things. In fact, I might even throw a grenade. Okay, so yeah, they kind of change their trajectory semi-randomly. If I like stand here, can I like nudge you that way? Can I nudge you that way? Yeah, I'm gonna like push them. It'd be cool if they got real close to all this bullshit. Oh, here we go. Here we go. A chance. Good damage. What's left? Oh. Okay, there's a few left. Are they spawning more, I wonder? They are spawning more. Fancy. Bunch more. I don't know if this is just a hang on and kill them all until they stop spawning situation, or if there's something I have to blow up. Sabotage. Oh, big man. Big man on campus. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Your health that dropped? Probably not. Probably not. Ouch. Good news is this thing's ready for reloading. say, can I just kind of hide while that's happening? And dead. Whew. Got a little bit spicy. It definitely was cleaning my clock a little bit there. An achievement for for collecting 100 tech. All right, so this would replace our shotgun. It can ignite, 2.4% chance to ignite, which is pretty cool. Now this one is basically the same deal, but it's lightning. Sure, let's switch it up a little bit. The shotgun is cool. It's very cool, but this probably has better range. You know, a little bit more versatile. Slightly more max health, better elemental proc chance. I think the weak point damage is a little bit more worth my while. I think I'll stick with that instead. And that is Game Fox. Game Fox, thank you for that raid, bud. Thank you very much for that raid. Good to see ya. Good to see ya. Playing a cool little game. It's called Deadzone Rogue. Just came out tonight. Do I want more max health or more shield? I guess I'll take the shield. It's pretty cool though. It's pretty slick. It's of course, as the name might imply, it's a roguelike, but it is a FPS. It's kind of a looter shooter. I guess if I were forced to give it a label, looter shooter is the phrase I would use. We just killed I don't know if he was a boss, but he was at least an elite fella. We got a cool minigun we're using right now, which is doing great. Thing's been doing great for us. But we also have a nice little SMG we just picked up, so we're doing good. This is our second ever run, and we're doing mostly an okay job at staying alive. The first run, don't worry about that first one. Don't worry about the first one. We got me, myself, and I. What's up, bud? Thank you, Game Fox, for that raid. Love me some Bomberman. Yo, me, myself, and I, you understand. I got the Bomberman on lock. We got our bomber friends as we speak. In fact, I have all four. I have all four of the fellas as microphone ornaments. In fact, one of our channel point redemptions allows you to change the bomber friend just as Game Fox has demonstrated. Game Fox, it's like I just took control of your mind and I like possessed you, and I was like use the channel point redemption. Ooh, it's like I telepathically like sent you the message, or you read my brain. However it happened. Yeah, I love Bomberman. My favorite game of all time is Bomberman 64, so that's what I'm all about. We're having a fun time. This is a pretty cool little game. I'm digging it so far. And another raid that's Poey. Poey, you nice individual. Thank you for that raid. We just had Game Fox raid. Poey's popping off. Everyone's here. Oh my god, it's a goddamn party. Thank you for being here, friends. Thank you very much. Played the DS Bomberman games. I never played the DS Bomberman games, which is a shame because I love the Game Boy ones. I played the GBA games, played the hell out of the N64 games. So I did my due diligence, but I did miss out on the DS games, unfortunately. Thank you. Thank you very much, Poey. Thank you to Game Fox for both of you. If either of you have any clips you wanted to share, you both have rated me before. You know how this works. If you have any clips to share, it's my favorite way to encourage cross-pollination. You're bringing your people to me. If you show me a clip, then we can all see what your content is like. So my people can get to check your stuff out. Like, everybody wins. Everyone gets that sweet, sweet exposure. You know, that thing we can use to pay our family, to feed our families. We're playing Deadzone Rogue, by the way. Really cool roguelike FPS. It's kind of like a looter shooter, sort of. It's very cool. It's in early access, but it just came out tonight, and I'm liking it a lot so far. Just killed a pretty big, scary guy. I don't know if he counted as a boss, but he was definitely some kind of big, scary fella. We took his ass out, took his ass to the cleaners, easy peasy. Never once doubted it. I could get a bot friend, by the way. Grants a companion bot that assists you, and he does respawn after getting destroyed. I will not intentionally lead to his downfall. I'll probably kill him accidentally a lot. More grenade damage. Oh, that's cool. You have a 35% chance to spawn more grenades. That could be dangerous because I'm guessing friendly fire with grenades is probably a thing. And with this one, yeah, same kind of thing here. We don't have anything that deals ice damage. Unless, maybe I'm misunderstanding this. Maybe this means it applies ice damage. Maybe this means that, like, it doesn't enhance your current ice damage. Maybe this means you start doing it. Yeah, applies chill. Yeah, but all cryo damage is increased. But that's the thing. Like, there's no guarantee. But I guess that's the thing. Like, maybe if you have a weapon that already has that, like, a chance to cause that to proc, this makes it more spicy. The grenade cascade thing does sound kind of cool, though. Does sound kind of cool. Here, can I... Before I commit to that, so let's look. So we have a grenade that has a chance to hit freeze. This thing has a chance to hit shatter. So yeah, maybe let's try that. Let's see if I grab the icy veins one. Maybe the idea there is that, yes, it makes the... It says that it does the... Hold on. Yeah. All cryo damage is increased by 30%. Yeah, so the damage is better. It doesn't make it more likely to happen, necessarily. I don't know. We'll see. We will see. We're having a good time, though. We're having a good time, and this game is very fun. Even if it kicks my ass a little bit, it's an enjoyable ass-kicking. Get the little save zone, so now I can go shopping. We have a lot of points to spend, which is nice. And also get a slight heal, which is not bad either. We're playing Deadzone. Deadzone Rogue. We actually are in between rounds right now, so I'm going to go shopping for a bit. This is a roguelike, or I guess a roguelite of sorts. And it's kind of a looter shooter as well. There's from what I can tell, the only way to get more gear is by killing bad guys. There's not like barrels to break or anything like that. Killing bad guys and clearing rooms gets you items, gets you upgrades, gets you new perks. And it's a first-person shooter, so as you can imagine, it's a lot of explosions, lots of different kinds of weapons. It's pretty cool so far. We could upgrade the quality, which would give it a new affixation. Sure, let's do that. So we make it blue, which means enemies can be marked, and they take more damage when they're marked. Cool, we'll take it. We'll take it. That sounds cool. So we've been doing a good job of upgrading weapons on a pretty regular basis. We could reroll our affixes if we so chose. Only so many rerolls allowed, though. So I go for getting the armor schmexy as well. This one's pretty cool. I think I'll upgrade the level for this one. Like that max health and weak point damage. That one's kind of nice. How expensive weapons? Not really that expensive, honestly. I'm thinking, like, do I want to save my stuff? Because I can't just... I guess I could. I don't know if it's a good idea for me to just go willy-nilly with buying a bunch of stuff, or if it might be worth my while to save some for later. But I'm glad we upgraded the minigun. The minigun, I'm still not sure if I'm sold on it forever necessarily, but it's pretty cool so far.
It's going
pretty
down.
cool so far.
Passenger level.
There's usually a good spit. There you go. That's a good sign.
Something nearby.
By the way, passenger level, they said. So now we're getting like a whole new biome, I suppose. Whole new area, maybe new monsters or new bad guys, that is. Sure enough, we got shield fellas. We got shield fellas now. Whenever you enter into a new level, a new sector, rather, you always begin by default in stealth mode, which lets let you kind of choose how you want to start the battle, lets you kind of case the joint, see what kind of bad guys you're dealing with here, and also appreciate the finer details, such as, what's this now? So the CEO of whatever mysterious company this is allegedly has cloned itself. We're trying to colonize Mars. Accelerate organic microchip research. This is not exactly like a narrative-heavy game. Like, you know, when it comes to roguelikes, when it comes to looter shooters, I mean, sure, Destiny has some lore for sure, but generally speaking, a lot of people, they want to just jump in the games. They want the bright colors. They want the big numbers. Not quite as concerned about like deep lore and that kind of thing, but still, it can be kind of cool getting to stop and smell the roses a little bit. Missions due to power delay due to power outage. I'm sure the power outage didn't have any. I'm sure nothing bad has happened on this place that we're in. I'm sure it's totally fine. I'm sure no rogue AI has caused the space station to get taken over and for bad fuckery to be happening. Nah, there's nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about. So anyway, so that shield fella is noteworthy. Yes. CEO Johnson. That's the guy. That's the guy. You played the demo? Or did the playtest, rather? That's awesome. Yeah. Yeah, there was a perk I saw earlier that said if you get a melee kill, it puts you in stealth mode, and when you're in stealth mode, you get more melee damage. So I could see that getting really disgusting and very silly. I haven't tried that one yet, but with a really tasty melee weapon. Oh, and that's the thing, too. You can, like, fuck with them a little. You can fuck with the bad guys. Just get in their way and be a general dick to them. So the only thing that takes you out of stealth mode is taking, like, firing a shot, swinging a melee weapon, any sort of offensive action will do it. So yeah, so it's kind of nice that, yeah, it lets you kind of plan your move, plan how you want to start, how you want to get things rolling. What I'm gonna do. Okay, so I can't just shoot those guys, unfortunately. Of course, if you can kind of shoot through the top of their heads, which is kind of nice. Really good damage on this thing, which is good. It didn't alert all the dudes. Ouch. Seems like the ice is proccing more. Could be wrong, but it seems like it's proccing more. That's a huge upgrade. Yes, I'll take that. Okay, so you can just shoot those guys out of the air. It was a little bit unclear earlier, but now we definitely can. Oh, show. Thing reloads so quick, and we have the perk that says if you get a kill with your secondary weapon, or with rather, if you get a kill with one weapon, it reloads automatically your opposite weapon. So if we get a kill on the primary, it reloads the secondary. Vice versa, if we get a kill on the secondary, it reloads the primary. Pretty sweet. 50% chance to activate chain lightning. That sounds great. That sounds great. Yeah, let's go for that one. Sounds real cool. Real coolio to me. There we go. SMG is nice and fast. Gravity boots. We'll stick with the current one. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. More or less a blue screen. More or less. Go around, make sure I didn't miss any other pickups. There's of course the end of the level bonus. The game's pretty generous with the bonus it gives you. They're usually pretty darn strong. Pretty darn strong. Go ahead and see what we got here. When you kill an enemy with a weak point shot, your next shot deals more damage. That one's great for like shotgun builds or any sort of like small magazine build where it's like large, scary shots. Not so much for melee, not so much for miniguns and assault rifles, but yeah, maybe not SMGs where you have a gigantic magazine. Better fire rate, better against elite guys. The fire rate one is tempting. I think I'm going to take more damage for elite fellas because we're probably reaching the point where elite fellas are going to start spawning more frequently. And that could be scary. That could be scary. So we'll try to play it smart for like what's the thing that threatens us the most right now. We got Zero Hero. What's up, bud? How would this run on Steam Deck? That's a very good question. This game just came out into early access today. So it wouldn't shock me if this game was maybe not Steam Deck compatible just yet, or Steam Deck ready just yet. But I'm liking it so far. What I will say is it seems at least like it's running pretty darn good on my computer. I don't have a top-of-the-line computer. I have a 6800 XT. So I've got a decent AMD card. I think I even have I had it auto choose my settings and it put everything on epic. So the game seems to be decently optimized. I haven't seen any stutters, no frame rate dips that are obvious at least. It's been doing a pretty alright job so far. But yeah, when it comes to Steam Deck, hard to say. That's more of a specialized tool, of course. But it's got good promise so far. I'm liking it so far. In stealth mode, it's good to kind of plan your schmoves. That shield guy is concerning, but I don't know if he's like the big concern. This is a good kind of like down here would be a really good point to kind of start that off. But this guy is kind of ruining the vibe a little bit. You're ruining the vibe. I think the shield guys don't move around a whole lot, so I guess I could still kick it off here. I think being in these corridors makes sense, at least from the start. I think what I might do is wait for that guy to reveal his weak spot. And one of those. There we go. There we go. No, it didn't kill him. Ow! Oh, he fucked me up real good. Oop. Guy fucked me real good, didn't he? I kind of underestimated what those shield guys had. I just assumed they had, like, baby weapons. But that was not baby weapon. That was big boy weapon. Big boy weapon for big... Ouch. Big, strong people. Ouch. 6 health, by the way. Got his ass. What else remains? 6 health. Okay, we got the shield back at least. Shield does recharge. What else? What else? There's something still out there. Is that a turret back there? I think it is. So cheesy. Let's do this. That was not much of a powerful throw. I said, eh. Is that enough? Maybe. No, but it looked cool, and that's more important. Oh, he's like broken. He was like shorting out a little bit. Well, I'm not sure why, but we'll take it. 6 HP in a dream, baby. We'll take it. We'll take it. So yeah, we're a little bit behind the 8 ball. Now that I know those shield guys are real scary. I thought maybe their whole deal was being a shield and being a tank. No, they got some fucking gunners, man. Those guys are down to throw down. So primary weapon. So damage per bullet is a little bit higher, but of course ours fires a lot more bullets. It can combust. I think I'll stick with what we have right now. The minigun is a bit unwieldy, but I feel like I've kind of built around the minigun, so I might as well stick with it for now. Yes, that's an upgrade. A general upgrade. Not like a huge one. Oh, did I break the terrariums? Yeah, maybe a little bit. Sorry, guys. Didn't mean to break them. Nice thing in this game is that ammo appears to be infinite. Like you have to deal with reloading and your reload speed and your mag size, but you don't have like an ammo pool that can run out. There's always ammo that you always have magazines to reload with, which is nice. So it kind of hand waves having to manage individual bullet counts, which is nice. Weak point hits can stagger the targets. That sounds useful. It's just magazine capacity. You gain bonus damage for 3 seconds. That's tempting. That's tempting. I kind of like the idea of staggering. That could be really good. Be really good. The big open area. Oh, we got new melee fellers. Oh my god, that's badass. That looks dope. Oh, is that an elite shield guy? Oh shit, that might have been why he was shitting in my mouth so much. We got that melee guy. We got a couple explodey boys floating around up here. These guys look badass. I love this. I think the glowy thing might be their weak spot. Maybe the head. 20%. That's pretty good, especially with a gun that fires this much. Diarrhea bullets everywhere. I appreciate the like the simulated beach experience in this little place. This is the beach party. This is the beach party sector. Something straight out of Severance, man. You walk into a chamber like this. Ah, yes. Milchek is in the center. Welcome, MDR to the corporate beach simulation, relaxation, and tea building exercise. All right, so the melee guys I think are just melee. The floaty boys I'm a little bit concerned about. A little concerned about them. This is gonna be space madness. One can only hope. Oh, don't like that. I think that's it. Pretty fast. I didn't stump. I think am I staggering them? Maybe. Beach habitat. Ah, that's what it is. Okay. Alright, so not too bad. Not too bad on their own. But when there's other shit about, I could see it being a little silly. Had a little bit of health back there. Not too much, but a little bit. And a ton of other rewards to speak of. Corporate wellness retreat lounge. Yeah, honestly, yeah, that's kind of how it feels. Let's see what we get here. So more perks. When your shields are cracked, they recharge twice as fast. That sounds kind of nice. Killing a target affected by chill surrounds you with a blizzard. That sounds cool. Chill reduces enemy movement speed. Decreases their attack speed. I like them both. Decreasing attack speed sounds particularly nice. This one sounds nice if I'm in close quarter situations a lot, and I don't know if I necessarily am. The minigun is kind of a medium range weapon. I wouldn't call it close range, but it's not long range either.
Freaks me out.
Little
Where
heals.
are all the passengers?
Are all the passengers. Another heal. Sniper rifle. That's exciting. 1 shot per second. 7 size magazine. Big damage. I don't know. I feel like I've kind of procced towards this gun that I have right now. So I think I'll probably not buy any new things here. Cool pistol. Powerful but slow firing firearm. Firearm because it causes combustion. Firearm. Can I upgrade the level? Yes. I can upgrade the level again. I'm gonna. I will. I'll upgrade the quality. Actually, can I re-roll? I'm gonna re-roll this one. The shattered, nice. Upgrade the quality. Oh, bam. I think I'm gonna do some armor shenanigans too. Can't upgrade qualities here. I like all these. I definitely like this one. Those boots we'll probably stick with. And then might just keep the rest. Yeah, a chance I find a weapon that I just can't live without next round. Oh, I can buy another health. Yes. For some reason I thought you could only buy one. Maybe yeah, I guess there was up to 2 of them this time. Oh, we got Godscry. What's up, bud? And Zero, thank you for the heads up on this, because yes, we were able to get this game through a dare drop, which means we're working on some dares. And on some dares that would allow us to unlock some extra Steam keys to give away to viewers. If memory serves correct, I have 2 that I've signed up so far. One is to complete a mission without ever letting my shield break. That might be a little bit tough. So I'm not going to overpromise that one. The other one was... I can't remember. What was the other one? Hold on. Look at it real quick. Do a quick look. Quick looky-loo. The other one was complete a mission where you select all... Oh, right. You select stuff randomly. I think that one's doable. We'll need more meta progression first, but that one is doable. I'll admit, I don't know if we're going to get either of them tonight. The shield break one's a spicy one. Nothing's impossible. I think they specify it has to be normal difficulty for that one. So we can't do easy mode, obviously. Look at this guy. So we can't do easy mode for that one, obviously. But I'm hopeful that, yeah, the first one, I bet we can do that one, but we'll need to, like, make sure to level ourselves up a bit more so that future runs get a little bit easier. That way we're able to rely less on needing certain augments to get through the day. Yeah, these guys probably explode. How does health regen? So there are, you can buy, health packs. You can buy health packs. In those little fabricator stations, which happen every 2 to 3 levels, I think. Well, probably 3 to 4. 3 to 4 levels. You can, some enemies will drop health packs. And there's also some... Oh, and you get a small amount of free healing whenever you enter those fabricator areas. Also, there are some perks that have you... Like, whenever you get a kill against a bad guy, you get, like, 5 HP back. So there are some perks that allow you to kind of heal on your own. Not a whole lot, though. Healing is not overly generous. Shield does regenerate on its own. The shield regenerates after, like, a few seconds of not taking damage. So you get that kind of halo thing where, yeah, you just kind of duck behind cover and chill for a bit. I'm gonna do 2. Do I want to light him on fire and frostify him? Maybe. Just because he's in a very good defensible position. The question is, where do I begin my assault? Where do I begin the situation? Probably toss a grenade in there. Like, really spice it up, really sex it up a little bit. I think back here. Back here gives us a decent point. So, yeah, I'll toss a grenade in there at some point. I'll put this one here. Is there any other barrels? I think that will do it. Oh, he ran out of his enclosure. That was not part of the deal. I think he exploded them when he ran through them, though. He exploded them accidentally. Good thing the top of his head kind of pokes out like that, isn't it? Good fucking thing. These guys do pop. Once you pop, we just can't stop. Let's throw our other weapons so we can get a reload. I get a kill on this fool. Reloads so quick. It's like a goddamn dream. There we go. Now, I will say this game is very generous, and maybe that needs to be reconsidered. Where if you take damage, I'm sorry, even if you take damage, if you start a fight, the bad guys won't necessarily hear you. They can see you, of course. You can see you, and then they'll react accordingly. But yeah, I mean, we're causing all these explosions. The bad guys don't know we're here until we get within their eyesight. So that's one thing where, from a, you know, being nicer to the player, I appreciate, but I almost wonder if it should be that way. Maybe there should be some element of the bad guys hearing you, but at the same time, then you're getting swarmed, especially in these very close quarter combat areas. So it's like, it's a balancing act, I guess, between realism and immersion versus just like overwhelming the player all the damn time. Got a sweet ass new grenade, by the way. Epic grenade. Singularity chance looks extra delicious. Yeah, that sounds great. That sounds delicious. Yeah, that's the void damage. Sounds so tasty. So very tasty. Nice thing about grenades in this game, they recharge. I throw a grenade, and I don't have to like try to collect more. They automatically recharge. You can see the bottom center, which is pretty sick. Which really, I should use them more often. They're very powerful. Very strong. What I don't know, and what I've been too scared to find out, is if you can friendly fire yourself with grenades. The answer is probably yes, but I'm too chicken shit to find out. I'll wait until I organically fuck around and find out. One more charge for that would be nice. One more charge, maximum shield. Equipped weapons magazine gains 2 bullets for every 5 meters you move. Wait, like permanently? Ain't no way, right? Ain't no way. That could be very powerful. Be very good. 2 bullets for every 5 meters. Well, I don't know. We're gonna burn through them so quickly. Let's try it. Let's try it. Let's see how it plays. So, okay. So in the bottom right, you can see. So it reloads kind of on its own, basically. What if I don't have it equipped? Okay. Yeah. Interesting. I don't. It's kind of cool. I probably should have taken the grenade one, but now we know. Now we know how it works. But it's a pretty cool little game. I'm liking it a lot so far. This is my second run. I never did play the demo, but I heard the demo was also very, very good. And again, it's one of those games where if you're looking for a really cool story or interesting lore, you're gonna be a little disappointed. But good, like gameplay-wise, it's very engaging. I'm really enjoying it. And this mechanic where you start a level in stealth mode and you get to like indicate, you get to be the one to like kick off when you go loud and proud, is a very interesting mechanic that I wouldn't expect from a game like this. But I'm kind of really appreciating it, as it lets you do shit like this. All these dudes hanging around here, all these duders. The question is, do I want to look at this guy? Oh, that's just a shield, or an explodey boy. Now the question is, do I want to like allocate some of those to focus on this guy? I'm actually thinking the shield guys aren't as scary as I first thought they might be. At first I was like, yo, these shield guys could fuck. Now I'm thinking they foreplay at most. I think the shield guys, they got a good foreplay game at most. I'm thinking kind of like around here. Actually, that's not quite what I meant to have happen. There we go. To say, I want that to kill more dudes. There we go. A little bit scuffed. A little bit scuffed. That's okay. Ouch. Yeah, didn't quite. I was a little bit slow on the uptake there. Ouch. Yep. A shield fella is still back there somewhere. Probably see him on the radar. There he is. He's probably over here. We get another charge. Oh, I didn't. That's right. I didn't take the double charge one. Shoot him in the legs or shoot him in the top of the head. Top of the head is not a weak spot, obviously, but legs get the job done there. Basically, are these things? I guess I thought there was like vending machines at first, but I know of a lot of vending machines that have full keyboards. Okay, so there's a couple things that dropped. Cool melee weapon. Less damage per hit, but it has a really good chance for the singularity void damage, which is cool. You know what? And it's probably pretty fast. Actually, it's not. Does it attack fast? Well, yeah. I don't know. I'm curious. I'm curious about the void chance, and we probably don't see it until you like hit a bad guy. Yeah, so you don't see it. You don't see it just on attacking an inanimate object. It's the same thing. Yes. Critical hit chance. I think I'll stick with what I have right now, but that's pretty cool. Is this a assault rifle thingy? It's an epic primary weapon. What's up, beast mode? It's the same. Yeah, that's one downside, is that the architecture for the rooms is, at least appears to be predetermined, which is kind of unfortunate. It'd be nice if there was more procedural generation for what like level configuration gets placed. Now the enemy placements are different, and of course the drops are different, but yeah, like the level geometry seems pretty consistent, which is kind of a shame. Again, we've been doing so well with the minigun, but this does look enticing. For a lot of scrap held. Oh baby, we have a lot of scrap. We have a lot of scrap for each consecutive hit. That sound, yeah, I don't know, man. We might need to respec. Might need to respec, or maybe not respec, but consider this. I think this is what we were using last time, but this is like a crazy souped up version of it. So yeah, the minigun has been good to us, but I think it's time we explore other possibilities. Oh. Message post through the workday. Right. I think we did have a perk even, that says if you don't ADS, if you shoot from the hip, you do more gooder. Is that a thing that we have? Yeah, this is the one. So I don't know if shooting from the, oh yeah, way more. Well, not that much more, but a little bit more recoil. A little bit less accurate, so that might be a bit of a downside. Movement speed, spread, yeah, reduced spread, which is good. Weak points are easier to hit. Damage for 5 seconds, yeah. Shots do not hit weak points, still do a lot of damage. That's kind of nice. I mean, I'll be aiming for weak points, but when I inevitably miss them, that's kind of nice. Big armor rating. Claw hammer. I feel like a lot of the things we're finding are rare or higher, as far as like perks are concerned. Maybe they're just more generous in the normal difficulty. That's entirely possible. I see Farsight's got something for us. Let's see if we can get through whatever this area is. This might be like a scary area.
Some kind of communication room. Maybe I can call for help.
That's cool. Seems very pretty. Very pretty and shiny game. Got some melee boys. I don't know if they get respawned. They might. It might be one of those respawning melee boys kind of situation. People patrolling range fellers. What's up here? This guy's up here too. There's lots of chargy boys. A couple more melee fellers. Or should I Anakin Skywalker them with the high ground? What happened to this guy? What happened to him? But darken these lines. Maybe we'll have the flashlight on for this one. No barrels, no explosive barrels, so it's just kind of a question of when do we want to start. Nice thing with this gun is that there's no minigun whirring up to action. It's just ready to roll. It is ready to pop at a moment's notice. I think what I'll do is we'll probably start by taking these fools out. I wasn't banking on missing those shots, bro. You're supposed to let me shoot you, bro. I'm supposed to not do the supposed to not do the aiming down the sights. The ADS. They're like very sprinty. They're fast and then they like suddenly lurch forward. Very quick like, very fast and quick like. Yeah, let's stick with what we have right now. That went pretty well though. This weapon is very reliable. Oh, reliable. Get those upside down Triforces. Yes, please. Yes, please. Has like some Halo vibes. Absolutely. Absolutely, it has the Halo vibes. Yeah, it's got that down pretty well. Pretty well. But can I attack hologram? Can I attack this I'm sure extremely expensive piece of hardware?
Well, no luck calling for help. The system is on complete lockdown.
Impressed my guy can tell that just by looking at it. What we got here? More perks. I'm getting nice and perky. What can I say? It must be chilly in here the way I'm perking out like this. Melee kills. We're not doing a lot of melee kills. For weapon damage. You do even more damage when you kill things. You do a lot of killing things in this game. When your shields are not cracked, your cooldowns are lowered. That's cool. Every kill restores shields. That's cool. That'd be a really good perk for the dare that we're kind of tracking that says to, you know, do an entire mission without having a shield break. So this one's better for defense. This one's better for offense. You know, they do say the best defense is good offense. Let's do that. Some dead space for, you know, sprinkled in for good measure as well. I would not disagree. I would not disagree. I don't know how long we have before we reach, like, the end all be all. I feel like I shouldn't be spending my money too much because the thing we have right now is, like, you know, does more damage with every 100 scrap. So right now it's 12% increased damage. 1% for every 100 scrap held. So if I upgrade this thing, we lose 180. We gain a 10% bonus. So it's basically the equivalent of gaining 1,000. So that's still worth it. That's still worth it. Let's do that. Still do that. Okay, I feel like I shouldn't go too ham otherwise. That Tempest weapon's pretty strong. Pretty strong. If I spend 120 on my health. Actually, I think we're doing okay health-wise. What's it say? Fabricator. Convert the scrap. At station. At station, that's right. Looks a bit like an MRI. Or no, not an MRI, but like an electron microscope. Hey, yeah. Yeah, Dead Space. Yeah, that's a good one too. Get back in the games. Thank you though to Farsight for that redemption. Let's see what we have here. We have a new enemy type, by the way. A new turret fella. This one's like a walking. Oh, not Christopher Walken, but like a walking around kind of turret fella. That big gun. We have some kind of rail gun, maybe. There's shield guy over there. Or these guys, which look really cool. I like how it's just a skull, like, over their mask. I don't think that's, like, what their skulls look like. It's just kind of over their mask, which looks cool. Over the visor. Explodey boys. Best believe this new enemy type will probably get the focus. Chill right now, but for how long? For how long will he be chill? Hard to say. I might grab... Oh, there's the third one there. That is good. Oh. What else we got back this way? Another one of these guys. Not too bad. I don't know how scary these guys are going to be at the end of the day. I really appreciate that the bad guys don't even notice these floating barrels. Like, should we be put off by this? Nah, it's totally fine. It's nothing weird. Earlier, it occurs to me earlier when I was trying to throw the barrel, I was going like, eh. And I was sad that it wasn't getting thrown very well because I was pressing the wrong button. This is what a throw looks like. When you press the right button, it actually does throw it legit if you press the correct button. I was being a dumbass earlier. A rare thing to see. A rare moment where Alex is being silly. Hard to imagine, right? Hard to goddamn imagine. Fucking exploded the dick out of that guy. He got launched. He got absolutely launched. Didn't even give him a chance to see what he was capable of. We fucking blasted that ass. I kind of feel so nimble. I feel so like with the what's it called? You kill him? Not quite. With that minigun, it felt so like. Top of your head. There we go. It felt so. I don't know. Encumbering. It felt so like overbearing. Like trying to fire it and shoot. It's like I was always feeling a little bit slowed down, just kind of weighed down by it. And it was great, but yeah, I did not feel agile or nimble at all. Whereas this, I'm like bouncing around from tree to tree, all wimbly bimbly. I feel great. I feel great with this thing. So maybe this is, you know, more my speed, being able to kind of pop in, take some shots, then bop out. Cool boots. Ooh, real cool boots. Wow. Shield improvement, health, max shield, less weak point damage, but I think a worthwhile exchange, TBH. It was holding me back. It was so fun. It's like a fun weapon. I'm just not sure it's a worthwhile weapon when you're playing solo. Maybe in a group it's more worthwhile, because then, like, you know, then you're able to kind of divide and conquer. But when you're the main guy, you're gonna have to be nimble at some point. You know, you have to like duck behind cover. Like, you can't just solo everything in one go. You have to like reload eventually. You have to duck down. But yeah, I feel like this is more my speed. More maximum shield, do more damage to flying enemies. Enemies drop more scrap. That would be good because we have because this gun does more damage as we get more scrap. As long as we don't scrap ourselves. 18. I'm 18 and I like it. We're legal. That's right. So, what do we got? Lots of things for ducking behind. Behind things. I like that. More explodey boys. I guess that's a flying enemy, of course. But we don't see... I don't think any other flying enemies so far. I'm sure they're coming. I'm sure there's more where that came from. So one of these guys. We just fucking obliterated one of these guys earlier. It was kind of unfortunate. They really didn't get a chance to shine. We really did kind of take a shit in their mouths earlier. They threw a grenade and blew those things up. It was just kind of unfair, but it was kind of funny. It was way more important. There. I think he's gonna circle back around. That'll be my chance. I think what I will do... Pretty good little corridor here. We'll play it safe. He's dead. So I didn't quite like one-shot him like I did earlier. I think they take more damage when you shoot them. Oh, shit. Or not, they don't take more. They get faster. Oh, fuck. They get faster when you shoot them. Running and gunning, baby. Yeah, that's exactly. When you shoot them, they pop right the fuck off. Ouch. Oh, the flying guy's right. I'm even surprised. Can't get this before they blow it up. Woo! Wrong button. Woo! This guy does more. This gun does more damage when you shoot from the hip. I missed. I just fucking whiffed that shot. Okay, it's okay. I was distracting him. I was trying to run interference. It was all mind games. I had the whole thing under control. Whole thing under control. Slightly more damage, but this one has like more cool things. Yeah, let's stick with what we have. I think that's overall going to be more worth our while. Haven't really had much need to use the SMG in a while because this thing is, again, very reliable. Really, really reliable. There was, I think, one other thing that dropped. Two other things. Here we go. Cool melee weapon. Really good damage. Chain lightning, lifesteal. Lifesteal, that's cool. Tempting. Tempting, yeah. It's weird because it says fast and effective. This one says slow swinging. The attack speed is identical. I almost wonder if that's a bug. Like if the attack speed is different, but the reported speed is incorrect. Like if that number is incorrect. Because yeah, like you attack with the axe. There's no denying it is a little bit slower. Actually, I say that. There is denying. Never mind. I'm full of shit. Their speed is identical. Well, what the fuck? In that case, hold on. So, the thing I'm pressing is quick melee. Is there a way to say, like, primarily hold my melee weapon? Not that I'm aware of. Yeah, 1, 2. Is there a 3? They really do seem like they're the same speed. I was thinking maybe like, is it different when you hit, like, if you hit a target? Maybe it's a slight bit faster, but not that much. If it's faster, it's very, very minimal. So yeah, I wonder if that is intentional? I don't know. That's awfully surprising. But I mean, in that case, I mean, you can't deny that it's the axe is the better choice. It's not any slower when it probably ought to be, but we'll take it, man. We'll take it. Greater mag size, minimum of 1 bullet increase. Grenade marks targets, which is cool. You gain bonus damage when you kill bad guys. So grenades mark targets, which of course is great for like bosses and elite things that need a lot of damage. In fact, yeah, thinking more about it, this is the kind of thing that will help us for elites and boss battles. The pet leash is more for mobs, and I like to think we're doing okay against mobs for now. Take this one, because I bet elites and bosses are going to be potentially a downfall for us. Like if there was ever anything to stop this run in its tracks.
Now we're talking. Wonder what's on tap.
I think that would do it. Oh, the space bar. My space bar does this. It makes me jump. Ah, I know. Hilarious. There wouldn't be all these drunken astronauts if these computers kept would stop having space bars on them. Lots of little floaty boys, explodey boys. Huh. I don't know if this is really adding to oxygen creation necessarily. Not sure if that's making more oxygen, but sure. There he is. There's CEO Johnson. There he is. John Deadzone. So yes, the space bar. Kind of swanky. What do they have on top? Yeah. Anything behind here? Kind of has that Star Wars, like cantina kind of vibe going on here. Slightly more oppressive. Oddly enough, not a whole lot going on here. There's like some dudes. Standard dudes, that is. Okay, here's one of these guys. And of course, no barrels this time. No barrels. Yeah. Crazy though. Schedule 1. Maybe at some point. I don't own the game. Maybe at some point. I mean, I've heard a lot of good things. It seems like it does seem really fun. And it's co-op, right? I don't know if it's one of those games where it's maybe a better experience in co-op. I do have a couple friends that own it, so that's certainly a possibility. I think what I'll do is I'll start from this side. Based on the joint, I think this is where I'll start. There we go. Pop those guys. See, I hear a third one. So a third floating little explodey boy has entered the battlefield. Well, that killed him. That killed him in one hit. Well, I'll be damned. I was thinking I'd have to, actually shoot him, but the grenade fucking popped right off. Oh, hello. Jesus, where the fuck did you come from? That came out of nowhere. It's pretty good. Linmer's liking it. Yeah, it does look pretty cool. Cool melee, or a cool pistol. And incinerate. 19% chance. That's pretty good. Slow firing. How slow are we talking? Fast enough. Yeah, it's pretty flashy. That reload animation. Oh, baby. It's pretty flashy, all right. It's pretty flashy. Yeah. The damage is pretty sick. I love the idea of lighting their asses on fire. Crit chance is nice. Nice, that is. Yeah. I do like that Snapdragon. It served me well. But that's pretty sweet. That's pretty damn sweet. Now, the reality is if I do my job right, we're probably not going to really ever use it. Because I've got a pretty sweet primary weapon that's being very reliable right now. The one thing, if you had a shotgun and you were like, well, crap, I can't use this in close range, or in long range, rather, let me switch to my sidearm. The thing I have right now is just good all across the board. Yeah, I know, yeah, I was gonna say Whale's got it. I know Adam, or the DM for our Pathfinder games. Adam popped in a while back and he said he had it. Yeah, maybe at some point. Maybe at some point. I have way too many games to play. It's a good problem to have. Harmonic striker melee kills. Yeah, that part does sound cool, but we're not doing a lot of melee. After your shield's fully recharged, you are fast. Well, just don't lose shield. It's that easy. Deal more damage to nearby enemies affected by... Yeah, that sounds nice. Increase shield. I think I like the one that this increases the shields. That sounds cool. That's always worthwhile. Boss battle?
Some kind of control room. Maybe I can find some help.
This smacks of like... Yeah, oh yeah, there's spawners over here. Oh, new fella. New fella just dropped. Oh my god, it's a fucking... Okay, this is some System Shock shit right here. Some bioengineering, biomechanical engineering shit. I can almost jump on him. I can almost bounce on it. I can always bounce on it crazy style. Have a good night, Farsight. Got some cleaning to do. I thank you again for popping in, buddy, and for blessing us with a very cursed video creation. Always appreciate getting to hang out with you, buddy. Get some good sleepies. It is getting pretty late, which kind of snuck up on me. You know, it's a good game when you don't realize it's getting as late as it is. Sign of a good game. An enjoyable game. These guys make me a little bit nervous, but they're probably not the, you know, end all be all. The big boss, I bet, is going to spawn up here, and he's probably going to piss all over the floor. With bullets, that is. There's like cobwebs down here. You see that shit? Which it would imply, which would imply that like spiders are in here. I'm not sure if I. Well, okay, web spinning spiders, not the you know,
captain?
fire fellas.
No, doesn't seem like it.
Maybe he was the captain in a previous life. Some cleaning powers. Yeah, I feel that. I feel that. That's unfortunate. That's what weekends are for. A lot of times, more often than I wish to admit. That's how do we begin this? We have some cover back here. Wow, that high dynamic range, that HDR, it was so dark. Like when I walked down this hallway, it got so dark until I turned back around. It's like, oh man. Yeah, probably back here. Probably back here, so... Alright, I keep forgetting... Oh, shit. I keep forgetting... Oh, Jesus. He's pissing over the floor. That when you throw a grenade... There we go. When you throw a grenade, it does not just... It doesn't arc like you would expect normal grenades to. It just kind of flies off in a direction. Yeah. Ouch. It flies in the direction you throw it. I don't know if there's like much of an arc to it necessarily. Which is cool, but not, you know, very realistic necessarily. One. Two. Got achievement. Or achievement progress towards getting different tech points. The other one. Ouch. Too much damage, I would hope. Fire, good. This girl is on fire. Okay, I thought there was gonna be a boss battle, but that actually wasn't too bad. I thought something like big and scary was gonna spawn right on here, and I have to be extra careful and extra on my shit. Yeah, the problem is the pistol does fine damage, but compared to this guy, I mean, it fires so many shots, and it has a mag size of 50. So I mean, yes, per bullet this one does more, but yeah, it's kind of no comparison really. Got a sniper shot, which is great. I'm gonna think though, it's a mag size of 7. I'm just not sure I'm convinced. This one's a little bit larger. Got a pretty generous bonus. Last shot from your magazine. No, I think I'll stick with what I have. Stick with what we got. The plethora of like dead stuff on the floor. Now the question is, of course, what's been killing these things? I mean, I don't know if those are human corpses or just more robot corpses. Like this right here, it's kind of unclear. It's probably implied to be human corpses. probably implied to be human. The problem, though, is like there's no blood ever. Like we never see blood on the floor, that kind of thing. That's like the telltale. It's the telltale sign of any like aliens movie or video game. Copious gore is always how you know that shit has gotten fucked. A little bit vague. Your shields reflect damage. That's cool. And even more shield capacity. Your shields are cracked. They recharge really fast. When they're not cracked, your cooldowns are lower. Let's go for this one. A lot of defensive buffs for this one.
Can't believe I killed that thing. That was messed up.
There was like 3 of them, bro. There's ERF. E-E-R-F. Or E-A-R-F. ERF. So my health is at... I think I'm at max health right now, actually. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Yeah. So I'm at max health. I couldn't even parts it if I wanted to. Really impressive pistol. Is it though? It's a lot of bullets, but I think I'll stick with what I have. Yeah, we'll stick with what we have. Yeah, because our weapon reloads quick enough as it is. Ion driver. That's cool. We would lose 1% of our damage bonus if I were to pick it up. It incinerates pretty well. 37% chance. That's a really good chance to ignite. That's good fire damage bonus right there. Pretty impressive. 22.5% chance to refund 10% of the magazine. That's pretty cool too. It's a sniper though. Oh, it is a sniper. Okay. Okay. I mean, it's they had me in the first half, but I think I might hold off. So we would lose 2% of our damage, but gain 10%. So that's still a net gain. Yeah. Could up our grenades. I'm starting to use my grenades more often. I'll hold off for now. We do have this one perk. Actually, it's not a perk. It's a thing our gun has. When we have every scrap we're holding, 100 scrap we're holding rather, increases our damage bonus by 1%. So right now we have a 23% damage bonus, which is pretty significant. I don't think it reflects here necessarily. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think it shows that anywhere, but like we're doing all right. We're doing all right. Lowering 17.25% for damage with the armor we have. Containment level. Got a good feeling about containment level.
Oh hell, this can't be good.
Okay, wasn't I just saying we were missing gore and blood and shit? All right, here's the gore and blood and shit. Confirms these are human dudes, and I guess we're the last human alive. Or what if we're a robot? What if we're not a human at all? We're just like a robot that gains sentience or some shit. Alright. Containment. Another shield fella. They have weak spots on their backsides. Good for back shots. Hitting with a real good and real sexy back shot. This area's a lot darker. Previous areas were a lot more well lit. This one not so much. Oh, flashlight will be a good idea. Do we have any new fellers? Yes, we have a little flying guy. I think I did take one perk that did more damage against flying enemies, and I was like, later on this will be helpful. Maybe not, I can't remember. That guy's probably healing. Yep. Probably. It's like a healing bot, probably. Only heal one thing at a time, though, which is probably for the best. Seeing a distinct lack of barrels. This is the game probably saying, alright, man, the kid gloves are coming off. Relying on the barrels to help your ass out, or those days are coming to a close. So we just gotta pick a good spot and hope for the darn doodliest. Always start by throwing a grenade. This might be as good of a spot as any. I'll pop him real quick. Oh, he's got big scary guns. That's cool. Not sure what that was, but that was really cool what I was doing just there. He's dead. The shield guy and a meowment here. I'm trying to go for like quicker fast boys first. I think that was that void. That cool void element was proccing in a cool way. Oh shit. So I missed that throw. That's fine. It's not the first time I've been known to throw. There we go. Yeah, so it's like synergizes the damage, which is pretty cool. He's out. One more dude back here. Ouch. Okay. I thought I'd be flashy and hit him with the sidearm, but it's like, this is probably for the best, honestly. Just use the big gun, Alex. No need to overcomplicate. A little bit more damage. Yeah, I think that's what that was. It was the singularity thing. That one has lifesteal though. Ooh, but only a 15% chance though. Only a 15% chance. That's still pretty good. Man, tempting. Yeah, let's go for it. It's more damage too. I mean that. Actually, here's a legendary version of something like that. Yes, the tendrils. Yes, the tentacles. Always the tentacles. For that. That is... I'm gonna miss the elemental damage one, but yeah. More armors. Always good. Pulse weapon. Oh, wait, pulsar. So the damage is a little bit worse. Mag size is also a little bit worse. Fire rate's a little bit better. Reload speed is also faster. 5.5 chance for the freeze. But just for a single target and not the tentacles like we were seeing earlier. A chance for ammo refund. I don't know, man. Like, this does sound... I'm sure it's cool. I mean, it's literally cool, haha, because it's frozen. It's fast. Less damage and much less mag capacity. And I don't think that the numbers we see for this gun, I don't think that factors in the scrap damage increase. Scrap damage bonus. The 29%, almost 30% damage bonus on top of everything else. Yeah, I feel like I just got to keep this one going, man. I feel like this is the obvious, like, carry this to the end of the run kind of weapon. Melee attacks will stagger. That's pretty cool. Exploding barrels. I think we're not gonna always have exploding barrels. Yeah. I mean, none of these are great. I would re-roll if I could. That one's good for the pistol. I mean, it's okay for this gun, but like a little bit more damage for a weapon that has 50 bullets in the magazine. Bit of a hard sell. Anything else around here before we boogie-oogie? One more purple thing back this way. What's the purple thing? Oh, that's the one I dropped, right. I'm feeling pretty good about my selections there. Right. The heal fella. Little flying guys are kind of annoying, but nothing too silly. We do have some barrels. We have some barrels. I will plan accordingly. A whole bunch of them right here. One tasty-ass grenade will deal with those guys. I will seal the deal. But will it deal the seal is the question. Asking the hard-shitting questions. Okay, I thought they were little skills for a second there. I do appreciate you get to really get up close and personal and see the enemy models. I mean, they're very well modeled and they're well animated, so it just looks really cool. Man, look at that. Only one barrel. Man, oh man, we were eating so good earlier. Eating so good in the neighborhood with the barrels we were playing with earlier. So I think what I might do is throw a grenade. Unfortunately, a lot of the flying guys moved away. The main thing is I want to get some of these guys and maybe one or two of the flying guys while we're over there. But yeah, throw a grenade and then pop him. Pop him. I think there's a exploding guy up top. What if I wait for just a smidge bit longer if they'll recenter themselves? It'd be really cool to deal with a whole bunch of fellers all at once. Good guy is right there too, by the way. Let's see right here. I think that's good enough. Hold my beer. Oh, that wasn't quite as sexy. I should have. Oh fuck! I should have just hit it directly. Honestly. Ouch. No healing. That's not allowed. Illegal game remove. I'm issuing a citation. did block a lot of that, but he's not going to block that. Thank you for having a big, tall head that lets you just kind of poke through a little bit. These guys are very scary, but they're actually pretty glass cannony. They have a lot of health. I realize now I really was overloading earlier when I was like popping like 3 barrels onto one of those guys and launching them. No wonder it was sending them so far. It's because, yeah, they don't have nearly as much else as I thought that they would. Usually turrets are pretty well armored in games like this, but that's the fact they do such high damage is maybe what kind of kneecaps that a little bit. A little bit more armor, but less max health, but only by 2. Yeah, that's probably the better choice here. Nah, I'll stick with what I have. Although, it's only 3 max shield now. Oh, I've got 69 max shield, by the way. The choice has been made for me. It's an obvious choice. Not even up for debate at this point. If it's 69, I already know the answer. Already know the answer. More max shield, always a good choice. Proc steal 30% more damage. I don't know if we're procking all that often necessarily. It's nice. It's nice when it happens. 20%. Sure. That chance will only go up as this run goes further along.
Maybe someone
So,
can survive.
yeah, I suppose. Shields, by the way. Shields and healers. Command center, no one here. We've got to see any living, non-murderous things. Whomst are you? Is this it's probably an elite of some kind. Either an elite or just a really scary new enemy type. Or the answer is yes. Maybe it's both. Could be both. I'm gonna assume probably no barrels here. Oh, the sleepy time. This is all the sleepy time place. Sleepies happen. Look at that. That's what that guy's doing. He's taking a nice little power nap. Nice little nappy nap. That's all it is. Them too. They're taking a big party nap together kind of party. It's totally not weird. Not weird at all. No barrels so far as I can see. So, a lot of flying guys up top, which will be annoying. That shield guy ain't... I don't love that shield guy. I don't love where he's at. Not sure what this guy's going to be capable of. Oh, there are 2 of them. God damn it. God damn it. Of course there's 2 of them. Probably want to prioritize having a distance between those guys, just because I don't know what they're capable of. Or like shooting missiles or some crap. I'm gonna guess that this is probably an indestructible surface, probably. Yeah. That synergy with the that's the tendrils proccing is really cool. They know where I'm at. Good. Use the radar to kind of peek ahead and know ahead of time what's like slurping around the corner. Well, excuse the French excuse the fuck out of my goddamn French. Big damage. Yeah, get slapped, idiot. That's 1. I think I was staggering him, so I got very lucky there. Normally, you probably have to be a little bit more careful, but that staggering was really helpful. More shields. 1.2. You know, I don't know. I think I'll stick with the max health and the crit hit damage. I think I'll stick with what I got, but appreciate the offer. No. I mean, it's purple, so it's like a higher order, but doesn't always translate to better. There's some health that dropped over here. I don't think I took any damage there. Maybe I did. Hard to say. The melee one again. Increasing your weapon damage. After swapping weapon, your fire rate's increased. Well, I like the increased weapon damage one. I don't really swap too often, though. Proc chances are increased. Yeah, we're doing a lot of void, but not as much frost. So we'll do this one.
Why have a brig on a colony ship? Space crime?
Space crimes. So is this still Earth? Yeah, that is still Earth. A little bit of damage there. Might hold off on that one. We can buy another minigun if we want to get back to our roots, I suppose. Which is pretty cool. That's pretty cool. But we've been doing great with the void shenanigans, so I'll stick with the void shenanigans for now. Upgrade this one's level. Shazam. We keep on keeping on. That damage bonus that this weapon has means that it's kind of growing with us, which is nice. You know, as the levels are getting up and the bad guys are getting stronger and have more health pools, this weapon damage bonus is innately growing since we have such a generous amount of scrap. So right now, because of that scrap damage increases by 1% for every 100 scrap held. That means we have a 38% damage bonus on top of these current numbers, which is pretty extraordinary. That is really helping to carry our ass. Sector 24. I wonder how long a run takes in this game. This feels like we're reaching the end. This feels like end biome energy, or at least nearing the end biome energy. Maybe it's the last one. Maybe it's the second to last biome. Hard to say, but it's getting spooky. Spooky for shoresies. A healing fella. Does it say 30? Oh, you're goddamn right, Cthulhu Tentacles. It does say 30 up there. Don't I feel silly? This whole time, I could have just looked up there. Okay, well, that makes me feel slightly less silly. Now we know. Now we know. What's dark and scary here? Dark and scary. It's a dead end. Well, it's not a dead end. That's where we'll eventually need to go. Area's a little bit smaller, but it's not the size that counts. It's the tactics. Ooh, we have one barrel. Oh, baby. One tasty, delicious, delicious barrel. Whomst do we use it on? Let's see, any shield. The shield guys are usually a pretty good guarantee. I think I'll use it on this guy, because these guys have a lot of health, shockingly. Go back here. That popped. Pop him real quick as well. Checking my left every so often, because I know shit's gonna be over there. See what you're trying to do over there, Mr. Grenade Launcher Man. Mr. Grenade Launcher Man. It's like a I have to out damage that guy's healing. That's so annoying. A re-lyricified version of Mr. Tambourine Man. Lesser known Bob Dylan song, Mr. Grenade Launcher Man. Still something. I guess I could check the radar. Nothing. Oh, wait. Oh, no, just a little guy. That's all it was. Just one little guy. Not too bad. Not too bad. 80% damage. I mean, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. It's basically... Yeah, so the gun I have right now does more damage. So, you know, you take mag size... Or you take damage divided by mag size, right? To kind of, like... Or I guess opposite. Or mag size divided by damage. Like, you can kind of see... Like, sure, the mag size is doubled, but the damage is less than half. So... Nah, I'll stick with what I got. And again, not like I'm using... I think oh, that is more armor, though. Sure, I'll take the more armor. Not like I'm switching weapons too often. Probably stand to. Wouldn't be a bad idea. There's a Singularity one. Or Void Tendrils. Really, I'm happy with either one. Or crit damage. Marking. Okay, I do like marking enemies. That's pretty good. That's pretty good, for sure. Anything else? Anything else? Already looked at these two. Yeah. Yeah. It's so weird because it always says rare, or sometimes legendary, but usually or epic even. I'm guessing maybe the higher order category or higher order difficulties have like maybe sometimes less good item increases and perk selections. Better grenade explosion radius. That sounds nice. Fire rate goes up when you holster your weapon or you switch weapons. Elemental debuffs also get staggered. That's cool. I think I'll stick with this one. Now, the one downside with that one is that we do have this guy, which says your grenade does more damage if it only affects one guy. So that grenade radius and explosion kind of steps on this proc, or on this perk rather. Makes it a little bit less effective in that regard, but I think overall it'll still be nice. It'll overall still be nice. There's dark and spooky area. Nice and dark and spooky. Got one railgun guy. I thought for sure they were gonna throw some of those really big winged fellas, the flying guys with the missile launchers. I thought for sure we'd get some of those in these more close quarter areas. I'm grateful they haven't, but I was kind of bracing myself to see a bunch of those. We still have these guys, which are, you know, not flying missile launchers, but they do have missile launchers on them. I think he might still be a focus. Jerseys. Being that close to you makes me a little bit nervous. I always like to have a good, strong start. To start with a bang, if you will. Any kind of spot that lets me kind of duck behind cover and be somewhat smart. This is a dead end. I don't know if I want to be behind. Like, I don't want to be if I want to put myself in a corner necessarily. Can I just stand here and get the healing? Does it work that way? You're telling me it does not work that way? Well, that's, I guess, fair, but wishful thinking. What if it did work that way? Wouldn't that just be busted as fuck, though? I think this might be the key. Oop, shit. Alright, so I did pop him. Oop. I just saw a health bar. I didn't see what I was hitting, but there's that singularity. Oh, he got healed! What a cheater! What a cheating cheater getting healed. That's so cringe, bro. Healing bots existing. So cringe, man. What if two healers can heal each other? Wouldn't that be some shit? How's that? Not too bad. Not too bad. It's the secondary. No, that's the primary. The really quick firing SMG. I'll take a look. Real fast. It's real fast, but yeah. Yeah, I mean, the damage is impressive. The mag size. Yeah. Nah, I think what I have right now is just too good. This thing's carrying my ass. I am not above being carried in a game like this. Something fancy over there. So, is this exactly the same? Okay, not quite. It's proc chance. Lifesteal. Ooh, that sounds tasty. Sounds real tasty. Legendary boots. Yeah. Yeah, that's an easy get. Easy choice right there. This one, yeah, that's a good one too. Good upgrades, good upgrades. The boots especially. Must be the shoes. Nothing else. That's all we were hoping to see. We have so many scraps, so many pieces of scrap. We are scrappy individual. Melee weapon upgrade, potentially. Chain lightning. That one does have the lifesteal thing, but this one does a little bit more damage. Sure, I'll take that one instead. That's what we just looked at earlier. So, fire rate goes up for 3 seconds after you reload. Not bad, not bad. Mag clip size, you can reroll the affixes. Let's do this one. More bullets never hurt. Okay, that's not true. Bullets do hurt bad guys. And they hurt us sometimes too. With the rocket launcher fellas, the flying guys even. If you fall down, you're not dead. But it is ominous down here. It's really hard to see. It's really hard to see. I think that's by design. And you can't just like double jump or anything. I guess you have to jump on platforms if you fall down. Yeah, so that's ideally don't fall down. Actually, I say that maybe falling down might be kind of nice because you have more cover down there. Here's a big man. I think that's basically what we fought as the intermediary boss earlier, like level 15, I think. I guess mini boss, the better term. So yeah, at least down here, you, of course, we have the outline we can see of the bad guys usually. So if there's something in front of you, it's pretty obvious. At least we have cover we can duck behind. What I might do is initiate the battle up top and then drop down and kind of duck and dick. Duck, dive. No, dodge, duck, dive, and dodge. Was the 5Ds, was it? I'm sure, well, dick's got to be in there somewhere, obviously. You can dodge a dick, you can dodge a dodgeball. We got our marching orders. Fucking roll. Oh, I'm making everyone big mad. Oh, he mad. Oh, shit, including you. Shit. Ouch. Oh, shit. Okay, that was a little scary. There's Missile Launcher McGee over there. Whoop. Little guys out. Using this as cover is very helpful, especially because it seems like the bad guys can't jump down as easily. Whew. So the good news is we have some nice things that help us do a lot of damage to elites. Killed him too. Oh wait, no, that was the guy. Yeah, there's a rocket launcher. There he is. I think these count as elite guys. Oh, there goes there. There goes the rocket. Yep. Okay, that actually wasn't too bad. Yeah, because we invested into things that do a lot more damage to elite enemies, it actually wasn't quite as bad as I thought it'd be. More just annoying. Trying to avoid that shit. Dip! That was the one I was missing. Not dick, but dip. Well, maybe both. Yeah. I'm not convinced. I mean, the marking, that one sounds pretty good. Less bullet spread, lightning bolt. Yeah, the mark one does sound nice. Yeah, fuck it, I'll take it. Very flashy. And again, it really doesn't matter because I'm not really using my sidearms too often because our primary gun is just so reliable. The mark is good. The mark is very good. Actually, do I have something that already marks? That, like, guarantees a mark or something? Grenade now marks target. Yeah, so the small antenna, so yeah, that doesn't do anything for us. So the grenade already causes the mark to happen. If a grenade has a chance to mark, we can ignore that benefit because we already have a much better benefit in perk form. Anything else? I think it was just those two. Despite having some scary looking dudes, they didn't drop anything that amazing. This one. 34. And with the singularity bonus, debuff chance. Ooh, that one has the scrap damage benefit. Yes, I'll take that one. That's a very powerful benefit. I would reroll if I could. It's hard to get that excited about these. Grenade kills, increase your melee. Yeah, I'm not doing much melee stuff. Charge twice as quickly. Cooldowns are lowered. Kills restore shields. Kills restore shields sounds kind of fun. Let's do that one. Power routing. So I got some health back. I think I'll buy 30 HP. I'll buy one of these guys. Rampage. Is that a shotgun or something? Yeah, automatic shotgun. Nice. It kind of looks like the sledgehammer from Max Payne, but more sci-fi. 1% chance. I'm guessing that's like per pellet. Yeah, there you go. 23 times 12. Yeah, that makes more sense. I'm sure it's real sick, but for that you have to like have a really sick sidearm. And again, our weapon is just so reliable. I could even upgrade the quality if I wanted to. So we lose 3% or damage upgrade, of our damage bonus, that is. We still gain 10%. Turn it to legendary. Increases the potency of all affixes. I wonder if it makes that number go up. Yes. It did not, but it also gave us a crit damage one. So I think it was still worth. We could upgrade the level for this one. I think I'm gonna hold off because yeah, if I spend too much money, we lose the thing that is making this grenade do more damage. It's 1% for every 100 scrap held, and same with this guy too. Stick with what we got then, and mosey on out. Full health, good shields, a very confident loadout. 27. So 3 levels remain. This is a palette swapped shield fella. He's like red, unless it's just maybe it's just the lighting. Maybe it's just an aesthetic thing with the lighting here, but it seems like he's like a palette swapped red fella. Wouldn't shock me. Wouldn't shock me if such a thing exists. There's shield guy, there's health guy, flying fellers. What else we got? Not too spooky here. The shield guy is probably the big focus. No grenade. Well, no, not grenades. No barrels. No exploding barrels, so far as I can tell. But we don't need them. They're nice to have, I'll acknowledge, but they're not a gotta have them. They're not a showstopper, as we see in the corporate world. Or a lack of one is not a showstopper. And I like, can I hoist myself up to a otherwise forbidden place? No, I cannot. And I can be really cool. Be a really cool gaming lad. We'll probably start from back here and deal with shield guy as we're able. That's what I'm gonna do. Can't really see what I'm shooting. I'm just kind of firing into space. Yep. Exploded. There we go. Oh shit! Okay, that big fucking shield guy found my ass. Is he a melee fella? That shield out of here. He is indeed a melee fella, but he's also not quite as fast as I was thinking. He's also like not that exciting with his like. I was thinking maybe he'd do like a cool AOE. Honestly, the regular melee guys are a lot scarier. Although if he sneaks up on you, he might fuck you up. Kind of the way he did earlier. I did lose a lot of health. But, yeah, it actually wasn't too scary. How can I get that hammer? How can I get that thing? My melee weapon is just okay compared to that thing. Fancy schmancy void suit. That's a lot of armor. More max shield. We don't get the health benefit, but you get a whole lot of other cool shit. I like that a lot. A lot of health on that one. Well, actually, no, the one I have has more. No, a lot of armor on that one. I think I'll stick with what I have right now, actually. Pretty good, but I think I'll stick with what I got. Anything else? Anything else? Yeah, one number being better does not always mean it's, like, overall better. So, slightly reduced mag size, but decently increased weapon damage. It's pretty cool. Is it the same weapon? No, it's a little bit different. Yeah. The Mark one is kind of neat, but it's only a 5% chance. 5.6% chance. Pretty quick. Leave it for now. Oh. I thought that was a bad guy for a second. I was like, what the fuck? What's this little wimbly bimbly fella? Okay. Nothing else on the ground. I think we're well covered here. Get the item orb. Melee attack stagger. You can upgrade the quality in additional time. More damage to... Yes! That would actually be very nice against those well-armored dudes. Those well-armored guys. Which seem to be an elite enemy. I think they're an elite enemy. 28. One after this one. So this is the second to last normal round, most likely. Big shield guy getting a healer on him. Yo, that's so cringe. Imagine getting a healer. Dedicated healing fella. Someone's got, what was it, Mercy on shield guy, big shield guy in Overwatch. Mercy's tied to whatever that guy's name. I can't remember his name is. I never really played a whole lot of Overwatch back in the day, so. Classic build, or classic duo right there. We do have a barrel. Oh, baby. Oh, heckin' goddamn. Now, the barrel will be less exciting against this guy. Because this healer's gonna be here. That's so cringe. But, if I chill here, if I start... Oh, shit. Doing that, and then going right over here. I'm not even gonna look at him, because cool guys don't look at explosions, obviously. It didn't kill him. Didn't kill him like I was hoping it would. Whip. Right behind him. I hate to say it, but I think these guys need to be buffed. Oh, I did that went right through him. I think they need to be buffed because yeah, they're probably supposed to be really threatening and they're pretty easy to cheese. Now, the one thing I will acknowledge is that we know there's 2 difficulty settings beyond the hardest difficulty setting right now. So I'm playing in normal mode right now, which is, as you imagine, is for normies, obviously. There's hard mode, which is harder, but then there's like harder mode, then there's nightmare mode. So, and you can't play those modes until you beat at least normal mode, I think. So I think the idea is, yeah, right now things are cheesable. It's really not too bad, but I think later on it gets a lot spicier, But for your first run or 2, it's probably not too shabby. I just want to see what this looks like. It's a sniper rifle, yeah. It's pretty cool. Pretty fast, honestly. Also, it replenishes. We replenish ammo so quickly. That is pretty cool, but again, man, I'm just liking this thing so much. Has a chance to double shoot. That's cool. Yeah. Good firing rate. Yeah, it's a solid weapon, no question. Cool visor. The max health thing, yeah, but everything else, yeah. Everything else makes it worth. I could see myself doing a run where, yeah, we were more speccing towards snipers and such. Definitely see that. Nothing else back this way. I think just those 2 things. We are set. I think we are set. This one keeps popping in. I don't really know if we have a lot of cold things. This is kind of a shame because I took the icy veins as a primary perk, and these other little secondary perks kind of fill it out. So as a result, like we don't have anything that actually does ice damage anymore. So yeah, so it's like, sure, I guess. I mean, I guess if I'm doing anything, I'll take that one. Even though we don't really do melee weapons or melee damage. But yeah, it's like I wish I could switch this out because early we found a couple things that had ice attacks, but we found better weapons that didn't do ice attacks, and it just didn't make sense to hang on to them for that reason. So here we go. We got the missile launching fellas. We took the thing that does more damage to flying guys. And one of these fellers, which are becoming less of a mini boss and more of just a regular enemy. This is probably the last regular round. Not as nearly as much cover here, which is a little bit scary. Get a barrel. A barrel, so we'll place you right there. I thought there was a... What is that? What is this exactly? Is it a book? Reading? No, I think... Oh, it's the reflection of a poster. I was gonna say, reading in my video game? What the heck? Learning? Education in my video game? What the heck? How dare they? Implying that I know how to read. What do you think this is? Okay, running and gunning is gonna be the name of this level. I do believe. Like a little bit of... Like, you could, like, kind of be in cover and, like, poke around, but you're kind of stuck, though. Close, you're really in trouble. Look, I like that guy, like, just vibrating. Yo, don't knock my barrel over, bro. I placed that very deliberately. Ruins the whole feng shui of this place, man. What is you thinking, baby girl? What is you thinking? Ooh, this is actually not too bad. Yeah, just kind of ducking behind here. Ooh, good. Thought it killed a bunch of the big guy. Whoa, he like teleported right inside my asshole. Ooh, yeah, the game is like... I was saying earlier how we were doing good with like... You know, not a lot of like frame rate shenanigans, but we had some frames. Oh, I'm taking a lot of damage. He's dead. Am I in trouble? I think I'm in trouble. Got a small amount of armor. Dead. Damn, man. That was, we were doing good until suddenly we, like, were just getting shredded. Look how close we got, man. Yeah, that was, like, I just looked down, I was like, oh, I'm missing, like, 70% of my health bar in 2 hits. What the hell? So, those guys must have been really juiced up. Maybe we weren't meant to get that far on our second run, because we didn't have a lot invested into meta progression. Maybe because we had such good weapons and, like, such a ridiculous build, maybe we kind of artificially were further than the game expected us to be, because yeah, the meta progression in games like this is always big. We respawn. Boink.
I'm alive. What the hell is going on?
We sure are. Speaking of which, oh, hold on. Everyone, gotta say hi to our plant.
Looking good, buddy.
Good job, plant. Gotta say it every time. So now we get to like spend a bunch of the fun things, because we have the fun Triforce points and we have a bajillion of, maybe not a bajillion, but a bunch of the components that would allow us to invest into the meta progression, make our guy a little bit smarter and scarier. I feel implored to like focus mostly on shield and damage, so that way I can get that, maybe have a chance of doing that one shield dare where it says you can do the whole run without your shield breaking. Good fucking luck though, right? Good fucking luck. The pickup distance sounds nice. Grenade AoE, excuse me, AoE. That one's pretty good, obviously. Grenade cooldown. Sprint speed sounds nice. Wait, sprint speed. Well, I guess you're always sprinting. Scrap picked up. Okay, that might be helpful for sure. Pack picked up would be good too. Yeah. Well, let's go ahead and poke around a little bit. So we'll do the shield one first. Starting shield, yes. But we need more components before we can upgrade that one more. Shield recharge delay, sure. So we can't go, actually we can't go crazy with these. More health orbs, sure. Alright, so it looks like, yeah, so really our limiting factor right now is the components. Have plenty of those still. So one upgrade for that guy. Primary damage, yes, like that. Secondary damage, also yes. Okay, might be able to buy, we might be able to buy all of them actually, because they're not that expensive right now. They get more expensive as you get higher up in the tiers, but they're all pretty low tiers right now. Quick melee, I'm gonna save that one for last. It's the least exciting right now. Yeah, that one costs 25, as you can see. Elemental damage. Oh, we have, okay, that one also I might save for last, because that'll be a spicy one. Proc chance, I want that one to be higher, for sure. Pickup distance is not as much of an issue, honestly. Grenade AoE, sure. Sprint speed, yes, as much as we can. Grenade cooldown, do that twice. Pack picked up. Scrap picked up, yes, and yes. Yeah, pickup distance, I'm not as worried about, honestly. So with what's left, melee damage, secondary damage, sure. We have a lot of the points for elemental damage. 16 of these things, oh my god. So we could just go crazy for the rest of those. I mean, maybe at some point I'll do a melee build. Melee, maybe. Maybe. Alright, so I can't get all of them, but we did a whole bunch. Did a whole bunch of them. So suddenly we've really reinvented ourselves. We've built ourselves up to be a real badass right now, which is sick. That's pretty sweet. I'm gonna try one more. It is getting kind of late, although pretty good. Feeling pretty good about this. Yeah, still the who am I. Curious. So it tells you. Kind of curious, like if there's an indication of how many rounds ahead of time. Yeah, I probably shouldn't attempt hard mode until we've conquered normal mode first. What I also wonder is if you can stop, if you can pause a run mid-game and resume later on. Let's find out real quick, actually. Let's start a new run. What is change zone? Oh, well, that's the only zone. But yeah, eventually there's more zones of the facility you have access to. Challenge missions. Kind of cool. 0%. It goes, I guess, from 0 to 100 so very suddenly. Normal mode, yes. Standard one. It's an extended length. Does that for all of them, yeah. I'm curious if we can pause a run that's in progress, because it's getting kind of late. I don't know if I have enough time to do a full run, but I kind of want to see what our souped up, like juiced up version of ourselves looks like now that we've gotten a bunch of those extra points invested. Also, this game is dangerous. It is absolutely one of those one more run kinds of games. Just one more. Just one more run, bro. I can quit anytime I want. Yeah, we had a couple points where the frame rate dipped in those last couple rooms, but otherwise, the game's performing pretty well, honestly. This abandon run. Well, let's poke around a little bit, but again, I don't know if I want to commit to another full attempt, because that full attempt took us like an hour and a half, and I simply cannot go until 3 a.m. I got work in the morning. I can't be going that ham. I can't go with that ham as a motherfucker. The nice thing is that now that we've like juiced ourselves up with like big damage bonuses and whatnot, we can be a little bit more like freaky deaky with barrel placements and shit. Now I can be a little bit less, less careful, at least in some regards. Like, just like that. I mean, granted, we have a crappy-ass weapon, obviously, but still, it's enough to get us started. And, of course, we're more familiar with the game now, with the enemy behaviors. The less playing it real safe. We don't know what to expect. I'm gonna break all these things. Can I take one of these things with me? It'd be cool if I could. I just take my emotional support barrel with me. I'll get a cool secondary weapon, or a cool secondary weapon, or a cool secondary weapon. Well, at least I have choices. At least I have choices that matter. Can I take this with me? No, I cannot. Damn it. But my hand is still, like, being silly. Throw. Can do it. That makes sense, obviously. It would be kind of silly if you could. Anything cool down this way? I saw like that yellow was like, it's calling to me. Golden hue. These void barrels. Big purple tentacle barrels. Just the way I like them. Big purple and tentacular. That kind of shit right there. Yeah, the melee guys are probably the higher priority right now. They both go that way? I'm trying to chase them down here. I'll try to cut them off. What? Oh. Kill that one. So what's this thing do? Okay, it just triggered the singularity thing on him. It's pretty cool. Ouch. Ouch. There we go. We get a primary weapon. No, but I got some cool boots. Got some cool boots. That's good enough for me. Thinking more about that run that just ended. It probably didn't hurt that, or didn't help rather, that I hardly ever upgraded my armor. Because I was trying to, like, not spend my money so I could keep my damage bonus so good. But yeah, maybe that was part of why I got just shredded at the end. Just all at once, though, is the thing. I'm a little bit surprised I didn't get my ass kicked sooner. Why it was, like, just kind of from 0 to 100 so quickly. And maybe it was, yeah, maybe that was why. It's like, the guys were getting stronger, but I guess maybe I was just getting lucky. Somehow I was avoiding any major snafus. And suddenly an area where there's less cover. And I have to, like, deal with the damage that's incoming. Or die trying. That's just how it went. Otherwise, though... discount for your first item. Movement while aiming is nicer. Applying an elemental debuff, you can stagger. Sure, let's do that. We'll probably be doing some elemental shenanigans. We determined no barrels. They got grenades. I don't want to, like, There's like a whole swarm of them over there. Ouch. Oh, shit. Fucking jumped down and over, goddamn. It's emerged. I guess, yeah, there were stairs right there. I guess that's why. Still full health, so we're good there. Got a semi-auto, like a DMR. Kinda. Not bad, not bad. 12 shots per clip. Not the most exciting, but not the least exciting. Do I want something like this that's like real fast? Real fast to kind of counteract the guy I got right now. I mean, that is pretty impressive damage. But yeah, probably. Probably something to counteract the other thing. This thingy. Oh, I didn't realize that if you... Yeah, when I'm aiming down and I back up... Oh, you dash in the direction you're aiming. Okay, well, maybe not fully, not fully. There we go, yeah. You dash kind of in the velocity, or like in the vector that you're aiming, and then, in the vector that you're moving and also kind of aiming. If I stand still and dash, I just dash forward, but if I move and dash and look up... Wait, straight up. Wow. You dash and then jump? And not really. You jump and then dash. Wow, that's cool, actually. That explains why, yeah, I was trying to shoot those little guys, and I would be backwards pedaling. I'd be backpedaling, and I'd do the dash, and I'd, like, launch up something. It's like, oh, I don't know if I want that. I think I'd rather stay grounded, but now that explains it. That's interesting, yeah. Not what I was expecting, but kind of cool. Kind of cool. Just a hipfire one. Do I want more elemental shenanigans? Enter ADS faster. That's the magazine clip size one. Yeah, probably not hip firing for this one. Interesting that it's better ADS, like aiming down sights, and also better proc chance for elemental shenanigans. Then that's the, yeah, that was the pistol that I left behind. Safe rooms are already healed.
The next deck.
Already all set there. We're not quite in nearly as much of a mode where I have to save all my money forever. First fire rifle. I'll stick with the one I have right now. It's pretty cool. Nothing. I don't want to upgrade anything right now. These are all introductory pieces of equipment that we'll be switching out on a pretty regular basis. So no guarantees this will stick around necessarily. Kind of jittery to me. It's kind of jittery from far away. Like he hadn't fully loaded in. Like the animations hadn't fully loaded in or something. It was kind of like jitterbugging a little bit. I like the blue. That's cool. Cool blue. Melee guy, of course. Of course, it's melee guy. And once again, melee guys will probably be the priority just because they're fast. Faster than we can run innately. Although we do have a higher sprint speed now. Not that much higher. I think it's like a 5% increase. Nothing to be that excited by. But a little bit excited. Blast the shit out of them. Ouch. Double ouch. Ouch. Yep. Let's see, I'll just melee you. Button. I was so spoiled because for a long time there I had weapons that didn't really want me to ADS, but now that I do, it's a very different kind of vibe. Different kind of vibes. I gotta get used to the idea of having to like aim down my sights and be smart about aiming, and not just blast bullets like the Dickens. One more fella. Oh, he's on the map. Bob has no idea where I am. Jokes on you, I don't know where I am either. Okay. Well, things got dropped. Let's see what we're dealing with here. Heavy assault rifle that sacrifices accuracy for power. Tempting. of more standard. Kind of more standard order. It's higher level. Got that freeze opportunity. Sure, let's try it. Freeze chance. Slightly better grenade. Let's take it. I think we've only seen impact grenades, haven't we? I wonder if there's like different flavors of grenade, like, I don't know, sticky grenade or something. I like the impact grenade, but I would also be down for some versatility, some variety. There's a radio station here in St. Louis called Keishi. It does a lot of classic rock. They do classic rock, but they do like other like classic music things. Primarily classic rock though. It's like the main thing, but they do like to switch it up sometimes and do just other music from the 60s and like 70s and 80s and 90s and 2000s at this point, because 2000s is 20 years ago, obviously. And their tagline is, "It's all about the variety." All about the variety. I find myself like, wanting to say that, but then I realize nobody knows what I'm talking about. No one knows the reference. Unless their, you know, local friends happen to be watching. Or magazine, crit chance. Or no, not crit chance, crit damage. Can I see what my crit chance is right now? Not really. Yeah, it's like if there was like a breakdown that said, here's your current stuff. Although I guess it's weapon dependent. Max size, more scrap. The more scrap thing is not... I mean, I guess that kind of translates to better to more upgrades later on, at least. This is the crit damage one. I feel like that's always going to be useful. That's always going to be nice. Or people would at some point start speedrunning this game, because, you know, there's like the urge sometimes to just go running and gunning, like to not plan where to put the barrels and just fucking start balling out of control. You know, don't fuck with like being with strategery. Just fuck with murdering the shit out of guys like this. Oh my god. But it's like a balance to maintain, I suppose. That should have killed him. Charge guys are popping right the fuck off, goddamn. I don't know if I want to go down that way, because that's a little bit scary. You know what? We're going down this way. Fuck it. I'm realizing now how spoiled I was with my previous build. Bam. Woo. I was supposed to kill you. You too. I was supposed to kill you as well. There we go. Yeah, a little bit scuffed relative to how we were doing earlier. Earlier we were able to kind of be brainless. I was still a little bit brainless, but we were able to be brainless and succeed more confidently, whereas this one was a little bit spicy. A little bit spicy. We got there. But yeah, it's like I'm wondering about like people speedrunning, where yeah, they just enter, they just start running and gunning, and just, I mean, I guess if you have a maxed out, what do they call it? Your tech masteries. If your tech masteries are maxed out, you can probably just ignore these earlier rounds and just plow through them. But master melee swing. Well, we were trying to melee earlier. Didn't do the bestest of jobs. Reload speed goes up when your magazine is empty. And more damage your health is full. I mean, that implies that I'm gonna have a lot of health, and right now we are not. The reload speed one, that's a tricky one because I find myself reloading prematurely a lot. Like I'll get down to like 3 or 4 shots left and I'll go and reload. So that will require some alterations to my playstyle. The shield guy is back there, yes. What I might do is pop the shield guy and just kind of like drop down here and take out the melee guy. Oh shit. Forgot about that small issue. Ouch. Okay, I want to be behind some cover. frozen. Say he should be, you know, not doing stuff when he's frozen. Yeah, that guy can. Oh shit, he can hit me though. When you're frozen, you can't move. That's how it works. That's a really quick reload. They weren't kidding when they said faster reloads. We're not kidding. Ouch, that was my shield. I need that. All right. Once again, a little scuffed. Took a little bit more damage than I meant to. But getting scuffed is part of how it goes in games like this. It's not always going to be clean. Sometimes you have to... Sometimes some eggs will get cracked. Crack a few eggs to make an omelet, and Lord knows my eggs are feeling cracked right now. Crack-a-lackin', alright. Health is increased, and you restore 5%. Yeah, I like that a lot. I like that a lot. Yeah. With my health bar the way it is, we need this. You kill things, you get 5% of your health back. That is very helpful. And very healthful. I could try a sniper rifle. Kind of tempting, honestly. That might be kind of fun. And I could upgrade what I got right now. I could go for the armor. You know what? Let's fuck around with the sniper rifle. That sounds kind of fun. I was saying earlier how I could, like, kind of see myself trying these things. It's definitely outside of my usual comfort zone, I would say, but how else do we learn other than putting ourselves in, you know, maybe less than comfortable situations? I didn't even notice this guy earlier. Fucking... Wait, is that a human? Hey, excuse me. I'm trying to admire... you know, I'm trying to stop and smell the roses. Is he a human guy or is he like a robot guy? He's a dead guy is what he is. A dead fella. Ouch. Like how I definitely strategized there and I didn't just fucking throw caution to the wind. Shielded. Shielded. That's illegal. Your knee is blocking my guy. My dude and also my guy. Whoop. A lot of bullets. Oh, it's a lot of bullets. They hurt. They hurt really good. There we go. Running and gunning sniper rifle. Not quite what I was thinking I would be doing here, but here we are. Ouch. Oh, shit. Lost my shit again. Hiya. Oh, it's gonna blow. Gotta get around to that shield guy, because he is harshing the entire vibe of this goddamn place. Do I regret the sniper rifle? It's, again, it's not my usual deal. There we go. He's out. Take a grenade to the face, idiot. I just shoot him? I cannot wait for that. Actually, well, he kind of like winked away. Good news is that this health steal is keeping my ass alive. There we go. And health steal did keep me going, man. That was a little rough. A little bit rough. More max health and more armor. There's a health drop right there, which is nice. Yeah, I kind of had to go all the way around the world for that one a little bit. A lot of stuff here. More health. There we go. Yeah, very generous. Much more generous with those health drops. Lord knows I need them. Lord do know I need them. I think that's all, and I don't see anything else on the map. But I was kind of doing the ring around the rosy. I was kind of running laps around this area to give myself more opportunity. I'm not sure I'm convinced on the sniper rifle. I mean, the sniper rifle right now is just okay. You deal 400% of the damage taken back to the attacker. That's pretty cool. Less damage from enemies that are close to you. Grenade radius increased. Yeah, that one sounds great. That sounds great. The sniper rifle means I'm not going to be in close quarter combat a lot. Just pop them. Do it. Melee guys are scurry, but maybe I should be a little bit, teensy bit more careful and more choosy about how I initiate these battles. I feel like I kind of put myself behind the 8 ball earlier. fellers over here. And there. Okay, that's, I think, just too delicious to pass up. Did shield him, though. Oh, you get out of here. Oh, I'm stuck. Oh, shit. Okay, he's dead, though. Oh, because he got him. He got himself with the what you call it. That's that thorns damage coming in hot. Oop. I don't think that works. Ah. Shielded. There we go. Like he put his arm down and then fell over. He had to contemplate that death. Oop. No one over there. Dude's over here. Come on. There we go. One more or more. Shame that one headshot to the noggin does not, with the sniper rifle, does not kill those guys in one hit. I mean, I get it. You know, this is a few levels in, but still. And it's a level 1 sniper rifle. You know, it's the bottom of the barrel, but still though. But it's a sniper rifle, bro. Big old honking bullet getting lodged into their skull. It'd be worth something. Right. So this is the really good melee weapon, and I find myself doing a little bit more melee than earlier. In previous runs. Mostly out of necessity, not necessarily out of preference. Anything else? Before I mosey on. Health is still not doing the bestest, but we've got a lot of heart. That's what matters. So more damage to weak spot. Or no, I'm sorry, more weak spot damage when they're elementally debuffed. More damage to ranged enemies. That one just seems so nice. A lot of things are ranged enemies in this game. A lot of things are ranged enemies, so yeah, it's kind of no question. Can't do it. Can't do it. Got these guys already. Didn't I think in this one, yeah, there were no barrels. Bottom or otherwise, there were no barrels. He's out. There's a headshot. There we go. That's what I like to. I think those were crits, though. Ooh, direct hit. Direct shit. Ouch. Guys, I'm not quite as concerned about the rocket boys are more of my concern. Yeah, like you. You're a rocket boy. Burning out your fuse out here alone. Yeet. Found myself like dodging with my face. My whole ass body. Can I pop the shield gen? Okay, so you can pop the shield generator, which is nice too. I thought they were protected by their own shield, but I guess not. I thought you figure the shield generator guys are protected by their own bullshit, but yeah, maybe not so much. Seems like you can a lot of times throw a grenade through the shield. I think the explosion won't penetrate, so you have to like have it go right through, but I don't know, it's a little bit unclear sometimes in the heat of battle. Anything else? Speak of, no upgrades, no meta progression nuggets. Chew on. Killing an enemy reloads you on. Yeah, that one's cool. That one is cool. There's the void damage one. There's the melee one. You enter stealth. Whatever I choose is going to be a primary perk. Let's yeah, I like the idea of focusing on one element. Right now this one has a small amount of frost chance. If we can focus on an element and try to find weapons to make that happen. Ooh, this might be rough. This might be a little bit rough. As this is where the big guy's gonna spawn. I don't know if I have the best loadout for the big guy. Already sector 10, and I still have a level 1 weapon, by the way. A little bit rough. A little bit rough. time one-shotting these guys, which is nice. Oh, was there friendly fire? He was like, he shot his buddy, but I don't know if it actually damaged him. Not enough to one-shot those fools. We're doing all right, actually. We're doing all right. We're doing better than I thought we would. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ouch. That many misses in a row is not a good time. Oh, I didn't realize there was a weak spot in the torso. That's cool. There we go. Very tasty. Oh, that's less tasty. Yep, don't like that. Yeah, get fucking barreled, idiot. That's on me. That's on me. That's on me, big dog. That's on me. Ouch. Once he does that little glowy thing, that's when it's time to fly. Ouch. Ouch. I thought I was doing good for a little bit there. Yep. Oh, not, there we don't go. Oh, I'm in a corner. Oh, I'm dead. Put myself in a corner. Yeah. Sniper, level 1 sniper rifle with big man. Maybe not my smartest idea. We were doing great against the little fellas. Little fellas, we were able to pop them with just a single headshot. Except for the melee guys. They had a little bit more. That's okay. That's okay. That's, I think, a good one to end it on. Because it is getting pretty late.
Okay, just gotta think. Gotta figure this out.
But first...
If you know something planned,
hi, Planty.
Tell me. Worth a shot.
Who's watering Planty? I'm gonna be so crestfallen if this is just a plastic plant. If it's a fake plant, immersion forever damaged. Irreparably damaged, even. If I could do shield recharge rate. That's less important for this stuff. Just the magnetizer's nice. Sprint speed wouldn't hurt. Sprint speed would not hurt, honestly. But what if it did hurt? Wouldn't that be weird? Sprint speed wouldn't hurt. What was the one I tried pumping a bunch into? Elemental damage, and that one is maxed out for now. We'll do... yes, primary damage for sure. We'll do... yes, sprint speed for sure. Gonna hold off on the magnetizer. But I hardly even know her. And also hold off on the shield recharge rate, because that wouldn't help. You know, that extra run, that extra challenge run I'm thinking about. The melee, I'm also gonna hold off on... actually, I guess I got all the ones I really wanted. I either do pickup distance or I do the recharge rate. Recharge rate's probably better for, like, you know, run longevity. There we go. There we go. So, not quite as juicy of a run. We didn't have as many points to spend, but there we go. This game is very fun. This game is really fun. I recognize, like, for some it might be, like, a little bit on the shallow side, like, because, again, there's this, again, you can see there's, like, a join code setup with multiplayer, which is cool. You can play with up to 2 other players, so 3-player co-op. I could see this being considered maybe a little bit shallow, because there's not a whole lot of interesting lore stuff. You know, it's easy to compare this to something like Destiny, which is kind of the for better or for worse, the de facto looter shooter kind of experience. And that game at least does have a per my understanding, a pretty comprehensive series of lore and, like, interesting story things. This game is just, you know, go in and kill shit. But it's very fun. It's a very fun game. I could see co-op being especially fun for sure. That's something I might try at some point. And it's very satisfying. I mean, you know, the fact that the levels, at least in this first challenge, are predetermined it does feel maybe a little bit cheaper. It'd be nicer if the level architecture was procedurally generated, but, you know, that's harder. You know, that's harder to do. Obviously, it's more development time. And if nothing else, what we have right now is really fun. And of course, reminder with all this is that it's early access. I don't know what early access necessarily will entail with this game. I don't know if there's going to be, like, a whole bunch more weapons, more enemies. There's already a pretty decent amount of enemies and a lot of difficulty options. So it's kind of hard to, like, run out of things to do in this game so far as I can tell. But so yeah, I'll be kind of curious to see what the roadmap for this game development looks like. This game's development looks like. But strong start. I mean, it's an early access game. We played Lost Skies with some friends on Saturday, and it was a fun time. I'm glad we played Lost Skies. It was fun to game with Alina and Veritas and Oni. It's always fun playing with that group. But at the end of it, we were all kind of like, man, like, not to like shit on the game or like speak ill of the developers, but it needs a lot more time in the oven. It's just very glitchy. It's kind of hard to really get that momentum going. Despite the cool movement, despite other cool things it's got going for it, it's kind of a hard sell right now. Whereas this is an early access game, and it's firing in all pistons right out of the starting gate. In fact, looks like there's already an update. There's already a 150 megabyte update that probably a patch that fixes a couple things. But I hardly had any tech issues. Hardly any frame rate dips. We just had maybe just the one frame rate dip. I could see them doing some like rebalancing for sure. I could definitely see them doing some rebalancing of the melee weapon thing is crazy that the knife is just as fast as the slow axe. Like, that's bizarre to me. I could see them kind of retooling some of that for sure.